really bad.
Why do you sound like a cartoon?
Oh, fuck! It's really fucking bad!
He sounds like a Mario character. What the fuck?
He has a bullet.
Fuck! Oh, no!
Oh, what the fuck, you asshole!
Look at me. I have the zoomies.
What the fuck just happened? Why am I...
No!
Look at me!
Wait,
Oh my gosh. Is he really just laying there? Is he really just laying there right now?
Does anybody ever notice when I do this right here, when I do this, I'm either coughing or scratching my balls. Okay? That's what I'm doing.
You're stupid, and it doesn't have to be that way. You a broke ass goddamn man. That's what you are, a broke son of a bitch. I've been eating McChickens all fucking day because that's all I can afford all tour long. I just eat dollar McChicken. They ain't even $1 anymore, man. Inflation done kicked them motherfuckers out. Them McChickens like $1.50. You got your shitty McChicken, right? You can't even can't pay to get a fucking shower at the truck stop. You ain't got no money, man. Y'all ain't got no money.
Music is very soothing. Everything is nice. Oh, I'm on a farm too, so I'm a male cat. Orange tabby. Cats are a wonderful, beautiful thing. And I feel like I need to prove myself. Look, everyone, I love cats! Hello, I'm a cat. I'm gonna do cat things like kill a spider, fulfill my dreams. Num 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 num. I'm a cat. Alright, let's be sneaky. Let's be sneaky. This cat. What are you doing, cat? Come on! You're gonna get killed by a spider. You dumb cat. Let's go. Headbutt, headbutt, headbutt. What, I died? I killed the cat. I let a spider kill the cat.
Why do I want to play that fucking cat game? When was that, Jay? When was that?
Hey, Jay's wearing a Bucky's onesie. Look at that. And Jay's muted also.
You're muted.
Did he say a bad word?
I think you said a few.
Looks like he did.
Yeah. So,
that was the day after that stupid cat story because I got so much hate. So I had to prove that I really like cats. Orange tabby.
Find that game.
Man, you did a good job of proving it.
I want to play that game. I kind of want to play
that game's on every
like
fucking tablet. Yeah, it's free. It's really stupid.
You have to like kill spiders and mice and eat them
and knock knock pots off like ledges and shit.
Have you played it, Ryan?
I haven't, but I know people who have.
The fact that Ryan knows about a fucking
it really sounds like he's played it.
No, he has so much useless information.
What the freak is Rippa doing?
Me? What the fuck?
My bad.
You just got through working out. Shit.
Let him eat.
Let that man eat. Let that man eat. Welcome to Tuesday night's main event. I see a lot of you in the chat that were over on the Cobra Cast stream. Yes, we had a great stream over there. Shout out to all of you. And yeah, we got a fun night. We got a fun night. We got a few peeps up in here. We got Ryan, who's always happy, the most positive person on the internet. I gotta say, Ryan he has this positive energy that it's infectious. You know, like you're around Ryan, you're like, I'm happy to be alive. Ryan, thank you for brightening everyone else's day.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I love hanging out with Ryan. That like makes my day. I freaking laugh from the moment we're together till I have to say goodbye. It's the funniest person I've ever met. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Jay enjoys like how miserable I am. Like it makes him feel better about his life. So yeah,
that's what comedy is about, man. It's about other people's misery.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm doing good. Jeremy's like, "Hey, Ryan, do you want to play Fortnite with us later?" And before he even finished the sentence, I'm like, "No,
no."
And Jeremy was so confident. He goes, "Hey, yeah, you guys want to play Fortnite later? I kind of want to play Fortnite. You know what? We'll get Ryan." Ryan pops in, and Ryan's like, "No."
Just very casual, direct.
No.
But Ryan, your amazing enthusiasm, it just inspires all of us. So thank you for your positivity.
Yes. You're welcome.
All the love you get on Twitter and everything else, man. It's very inspiring. So Ryan, what do you think Ripa's eating, Ryan? What do you think?
Chicken?
That's racist.
Yeah.
No, it's not. He's always eating chicken. There's nothing to do with him being black. And he literally just went on a rant in the intro about fucking McChickens.
Got that shitty McChicken.
Yeah. Jeremy's not used to people who don't eat garbage.
That's right. What's up, Ripa? How you doing?
All right, man. The same old shit. Working, gearing up for Riververse launch. ISOM 2 next month. It's getting busy. We got some stuff I know prepped for. Are we able to talk about next month yet? Dallas event. Or have y'all like?
I don't know. I don't think anything's official at this point. So
I just got confirmation from.
Oh really?
From a guy that's in our circle. So.
I have not.
I mean, we'll hold off on that. Let's hold off on that.
So
we're preparing for some stuff. Going into next month, and that's all I've been doing.
There's been a lot of speculation on the Dallas stuff. We haven't been ready to say if anything was 100% or not. So it looks like probably maybe tomorrow on Daily we can talk about it. So I don't know if you want to hop on Daily in the morning, Ripa, if we can get everything worked out. 11 Eastern.
10 your time.
Yeah, 10. Okay, hit me up.
Okay, all right, cool. So we'll try to work out those deals and see what we can announce tomorrow. So anyway, what was you gonna say, Rick?
No, man, the same old shit, man. I've been working. It's always good to be here on a Tuesday, and that's pretty much all I got. I know we announced earlier this week that we got 2 book announcements by the end of the month, and we got next month, of course, ISOM 2, and it's a grind. Obviously, with Jay making his 100K, it's a big deal. We were certainly talking about that. We see a lot of people in our circle that are seeing a lot of success. And yeah, man, I absolutely love to see it, considering the certain downturn of media and this writer strike and people finding out how useless they fucking are. It is good to see people that are in our space doing great. Dan Vass killing it on all of his music shit and YouTube and everything, man. It's just good to see that. And I feel like every week we have someone doing something that's just fucking absolutely killing, and it's awesome that so many people in our space have entered into more entrepreneurship and all that. I feel like it's such a necessary thing, so it's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. And hey, I remember a conversation me and you had, this is a couple years ago, about like Twitter. We're like, Twitter, man, if I lost Twitter, it would be nothing. After today's news, that Twitter may become the second most important platform.
Definitely with the Tucker shit. And I know he's alluded for a while now that he wanted to try to do something for creatives and stuff. So that seems like a layup. He'd be dumb not to do that, considering that it already has the user base, right? And the fact that YouTube and certain functionalities, TikTok and uncertainty and all that dumb shit with it. If he just gives a platform that enters into any of that space that somehow and is able to get it monetized for all of it through revenue sharing or whatever it is, he's gonna win. He can't lose. There'll be a lot of people that will be willing to say fuck other platforms and would stream to Twitter, would post videos to Twitter. That's a layup for him. If he wants to grow Twitter, that's easy money.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens. They got to improve a lot of things with the video side, which I know Elon's talked about doing that. So this is a big announcement today. I was looking at it right before we went live. in just a few hours, the thing already has like 5 or 6 million views. That video that Tucker uploaded. It's crazy how much traction he's getting. So exciting stuff, man. He bailed on us last night, but Epic Mike is here. He was too scared to play Mario Kart.
I was fucking terrified. I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. So I asked Krista to take my place, and then she got a trophy. So yep.
Yes, she did. She got a trophy.
She killed it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what you guys are letting happen.
First
when I'm
gold.
not there.
First gold.
First
yeah.
gold.
Yeah, man. Yep. Just got off a weekend of shooting some stuff for Epic Verse. Fear the Beardo was there. It was a good time. It was a lot of work, but a lot of driving. But it was a really good time. Beautiful location. We got some really great stuff shot. So really excited. Hopefully, I don't know, here maybe next month or something we'll have some footage to show you guys or something like that. Maybe some teaser stuff to show you guys for it, because pretty excited about what we did. So yeah, man, Beardo did a great job. Yeah, it was cold. It was very cold.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We got what we needed. So yeah, man, I'm pretty excited.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Right here, I guess, Krista, that's for your winnings right there, for your goal right there, for chicken nuggets and curly fries. So there you go.
Yes.
So, but good stuff. We got this guy dressing up in a Bucky's outfit. Apparently he's Jay has been like, he won't even answer my calls anymore. He's so rich, he's so famous, he's such a big deal. And now here he is in a Bucky's onesie. So thank you for joining us. It took a lot of publicists and secretaries to talk to try to get you on, but I appreciate you being here tonight, Drunk 3PO. In all seriousness, congratulations, bro. $100,000.
Yes.
100,000, man. It's
Six-figure J.
That's the reason why I'm wearing this, because I didn't think it was possible. And I was like, I'll put on this dumb Bucky's onesie on Tuesday night's main event if Jeremy will allow it. Which obviously we try to keep it professional around here.
Yes, we do.
So promises made, promises kept. I also have a 24-hour stream where I'm supposed to eat a potato. I don't know. Something like that. And then I'll figure that date out once we find some time. But yeah, it's like after tomorrow morning when I wake up, I close the campaign, and that's it. That's it, man. And it's off to the printers and getting everything.
Holy smokes.
Crazy. So there you go. I brought in $150 super chat while I was talking.
No, it wasn't. Dan Vask brought it in. Dan Vask brought that in. Magnum Norris for 150.
150.
Well, I was talking, so it came in.
Whoa.
This show is proof that Jeremy doesn't not only doesn't hate Dan Vask, but he secretly loves him. I love all of you for the entertainment. Are you not entertained? This will be my last super chat for a while due to the layoff. I'm rich, so rich that makes my eyes bleed. Well, Magnum Norris, I'm sorry to hear about that, buddy. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support over on Cobra Cast as well. Appreciate you. Dan Vask is a terrible person, and I only bring him here for super chats like that. So
sure.
Look at all the new 50 emotes in the chat too. We'd love to see it.
50. Well, speaking of those 50s, we'll get to Dan in a minute. We got Beardo. Beardo has returned from that secret project that he was working on. How you doing, Fear the Beardo?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great. These past 2 weeks have been crazy. We killed it at the FNT Vegas meetup. That was a blast. And then got to spend another week right after that in Michigan with Epic Verse and Josiah, Mike, and Jake the fucking Viking. The whole week was incredible. I mean, yeah, it was a lot of driving, but I mean, nonstop work with good people who care about what they're doing, and man, it was a whole bunch of fun. But man, I'm glad to be back, glad to be playing video games and streaming and hanging out with you guys.
Hell yeah, man. Good to have you back. Good to have you back. And great work in Vegas, man. Did great work.
Me and Beardo might have something to announce soon.
We got something working up.
We got something having in the works. Yes.
Yep.
Well, what was that? Well, didn't you say there was a line in you said there was a movie in a line that reminds you of Beardo? What was that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right, in Conan.
What was the line?
There's this very cool part where Conan like grabs his sword, stands up, and looks at the eyes of the enemy and just says,
Wait. So you're telling me that when you were watching Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you thought of me when he said, yes. Hey, you love to hear it, man. You love to hear it.
people in the chat are typing. Ah!
That's a new emoji for you, Krista. That's a new emoji for you.
Gotta have the big pee voice.
That's right.
Pee
Yeah.
voice?
There we
Big
go.
pee-pee
Where's it at?
voice.
Uh-oh, hang on.
Oh no, that's not it.
Yes.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Oh goodness. How you doing, Christoph? You fresh off of your victory on Mario Kart?
Yeah, I finally got a gold cup. I'm excited, and I got to take Jay to a theme park, and he fell asleep. So if you want to see more of that, check out Park Hoppin'. Huh?
That's funny you filmed that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, content gold.
That's right. That's right.
So check out Park Hoppin' for more of me and Jay on adventures to theme parks.
There you go. There you go. And thanks for the new emojis in the chat. And we got my nerdy home, Steph. Hi, Steph.
Hi, everybody. We're also live on Locals, so come and join us over there. And also, I saw a couple of Little Mermaid clips now, and I'm pretty much dead inside. Can't stand it.
Like they're putting the entire movie out there.
Yeah, they're pushing hard, man. They're.
I guess they're not worried about spoilers. The only
That's what
spoiler
she
is
said.
she's black. So,
Yeah, I'm honestly excited for the movie because of the coverage we can have here on this channel, and we will talk about that in a bit. We got Dan Vask, fresh off of 750,000 subscribers. What's up?
Hell
buddy?
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, really grateful that happened. It's like I know it seems sketchy that as soon as I challenge Gary for a race to 1 million, suddenly my
Shows up.
subscription base goes up all of a sudden. But I swear to God, I didn't know, in spite of what Ryan thinks. But hey,
I know
really
what
to
you're
be
doing.
here. Really grateful for it all, and really the laurels belong to you guys as well. You guys are always hyping me up and helping me with stuff. And we're always sharing audiences, and it's really cool, really cool.
Hell yeah,
yes,
man.
you're welcome for the 2 million extra viewers on Amazing Grace. Thank
you. Thank you.
Well, right before we got started, we started actually talking about the Xbox and the comments made by Phil Spencer. And I kind of want to open up with that because I think it'd be a good discussion because we haven't talked about it too much on this channel. But essentially, Xbox boss Phil Spencer recently has announced that Xbox he's pretty much conceded this entire generation to PlayStation. And I think that's the most obvious thing that I've heard in a long time. I mean, now that you've gotten, and Ryan's made this point a few times, but now that you've gotten PlayStation 5s available, they're just leaving them in the dust. And only someone as dumb as Dan Vass actually thought Xbox had a chance this generation.
Do we have the actual numbers? Do we have the actual numbers?
Please don't pull
It's
up the
probably
actual
tough.
numbers.
It's probably tough.
No, you
right now.
if you go to VGCharts.com, they're gonna have the numbers.
Let's not pull
VGCharts.com.
them.
But yeah, I was
Easy to do
talking.
that.
I was talking to the guys before we went live, and my main reasoning for choosing the Xbox this season. First of all, I have a pretty beefy PC that I can play pretty much, including God of War 1. God of War 1 just released on PC. Not just released, a few months ago. But anyway, Sony's starting to release stuff on the PC as well. But that was not the reason I got the Xbox. The reason I got, because I could also play Xbox games on the PC too. I got the Xbox because of this. I'm a physical media guy and a retro gamer. And the retro compatibility of the Xbox just kills it in comparison to the PS5. The PS5, you can play some PS4 games, and I might get a PS5 just because of that, just because I want to play PS4 games in 4K, and I don't want to buy a PS4 Pro. But with the Xbox, you actually have access to all the Xbox libraries since the classic Xbox from the year 2000 in physical media, and the games will often be improved, upscaled to 4K, and games that used to run on 30 frames per second will now run on 60. So that's my argument for the Xbox. That's why I went for the Xbox this season, this generation.
No, I hear you, man. And like, so right here, and I do have this plug-in for dark theme on all websites, so it's kind of messing this up. So, but if you look, so you obviously have the Switch at 123 million, which is not updated because they just actually surpassed 125 million. But the Xbox numbers right here, it says 35.94, and then the Xbox Series X is at 21.3. So basically 36 million to 21 million, PlayStation 5 versus Xbox. And that's with all the supply shortages and everything like that. But now that you actually do have these consoles on the shelves, PlayStation's just pulling away. It's actually outselling the Switch, which doesn't surprise me. The Switch has already moved to 125 million units. The Switch is obviously, if you've gotten a Switch, if you wanted a Switch, you've pretty much gotten a Switch at this point in time. They're probably still going to sell another 20 million units and potentially become the best-selling system ever. But the PlayStation 5 just has the momentum, and the PlayStation branding, I think, is a big part of it. It's not the only thing, but it's the branding. It's simple. It's like PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 to
Xbox
PlayStation
branding
5.
sucks. Absolutely
branding
sucks. What's wrong with those
terrible.
guys?
It's terrible. It's
Xbox
awful.
Series X, Xbox Series S, and then
Xbox One when it's really
Xbox
the Xbox
One
3.
and it's the third
Yeah.
console.
Yeah.
Those guys are like, Jesus, man.
And really, when you look at it, Microsoft and Xbox, they haven't won a console war yet. Like, the only argument would maybe be the 360, and they started off strong, and that's because the PlayStation 3
did. They pretty much dominated that whole generation until the end.
Towards the end, PlayStation 3 took off, and that's because they started getting their exclusives.
Only because of the price. Only because of the price of the PlayStation 3, which was absurd in the beginning.
Yep,
but
and it
not
came
by
out
their
like a
own
year
merit.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the 360 I still consider it. I know the numbers say that the PlayStation won that console generation. I personally believe the 360 won that generation. I was big time into Call of Duty and all of that. That Xbox 360 was the definitive gamer system of that generation. It just was. Yeah. PlayStation, I think they were trying to do the same tactics with the PlayStation 3 as they did the PlayStation 2 by coming out with the Blu-ray player. But the Blu-ray market didn't take off as quickly as I think they were anticipating. And then, of course, towards the end of the generations where a lot of the Blu-ray was starting to finally pick up, the price differences and things like that, plus the problems with the Red Ring of Death, which were becoming a pretty big problem. I know people that had 5 or 6 different Xbox 360s due to Red Ring of Death. I never had that. I never got the Red Ring of Death.
What helped PlayStation was the free online. Back then, you didn't have to pay for the free online for PlayStation. Now you do, obviously, for certain games. For certain games, you can get PlayStation Plus. But back then on PS3, 360, you had to pay for Xbox Live if you wanted to play with your friends. Where at PlayStation, you just hop on.
Yeah,
I think the craziest thing for me regarding the whole Xbox PlayStation current war that's going on right now, that PlayStation 5 is destroying them in, is there's such value to Xbox Game Pass.
Yes,
even like big time premier releases, like Microsoft buying up all these companies and stuff, that they're day one, these $70, $80 games now are available on Game Pass. Day one.
And they're also available on PC, though.
They're also available on PC,
Yes,
but that is not enough to move these consoles, not at the same rate that PlayStation's moving theirs. And that's, to me, that just tells you that even though there is like this very inherent value there, that's not enough. That maybe it's because of the branding, maybe it's because of these exclusives that you can only get on PlayStation, that, hey, I guess I'll just get a PC and play these couple things on Xbox on PC, but have PlayStation for anything else I do.
Oh, the exclusives
seems insurmountable
generation.
right now.
Microsoft's exclusives this generation are non-existent.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. So Xbox, they have these, fundamentally groundbreaking exclusives like Halo, Gears of War. But the thing is like, they all launched broken as shit. Gears of War 5 was terrible. Halo Infinite was terrible. But then the Sony exclusives, like God of War, like a few years ago, like 10 years ago, didn't hold a fucking candle to Halo. Now people prefer God of War over Halo. And that's the thing, like Spider-Man's only on its third game, and that's like the most anticipated exclusive on every console right now, the Spider-Man 2 game. So just the fact that Xbox, they can't get their exclusives right, and PlayStation just killing it with their exclusives, they're launching perfect. There's no like patches that they need to like update, like groundbreaking patches. It's ridiculous how Xbox is just, man, they're just bending over.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you, Ripper, you remember the big E3 disaster of Xbox years ago with the presentation. I don't know if you remember that. How many of you remember that? Like they did that E3, so it was basically the Xbox One presentation, and it was the equivalent of "Don't you guys have phones?" And that's how that was where the 360 still had, I believe at that time, the 360 still had the gamers, the hardcore gaming market. They just did, even though PlayStation had the normie gamer market, Xbox 360 still had the Xbox, or had the hardcore gamer market. They came out with the Xbox One at that E3 presentation, and it was a disaster. It was a monumental
They were trying
disaster.
to move away from gaming, right? We wanted to be an
an all-in-one entertainment system.
Watch cable. Watch your cable while you play. Yeah, I remember that stuff.
Yeah, so that was the equivalent of "Don't you guys have phones?" And it was a big, that's where I think that's where Xbox really lost all the momentum that they had. And that's where Sony has always been consistent. I mean, the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 2 is still the best-selling console of all time. But again, that was the context is that it was the cheapest DVD player on the market. That's why it sold the most.
That's how I convinced my dad to buy one.
It was also an MP3 player as well.
Yeah,
even during that launch too of the Xbox One, when they're like, "Yeah, it's always online. Isn't that awesome?" Everybody's like, "No," and they're like, "You can't even share your games. Isn't that great?" And then PlayStation came out with the ad where they're like, "How do you share games on PlayStation?" And the guy just takes the disc and hands it to his buddy, and they're just basically like, "Cool, that's how it's supposed to be." And then Xbox is like, "Also, this Kinect, which is always watching and listening to you in your house. Doesn't everybody want that?" It was like the worst marketing I've ever seen.
But you ever wanted to play games with your body?
Yeah, who doesn't want to stand
on your couch like this? You cannot do
and don't
this.
worry, you can't turn it off. And if you unhook it from your Xbox, it won't work because we have to watch you all the time. It was terrible marketing, and I don't think they've ever really recovered from it. And now they're buying all these companies. But my thing is, they're buying
the big thing.
They're buying these companies, but then they're like, "Oh, don't worry, guys. We probably won't make them console exclusive. Why would we do that?" And I'm like, "Okay, well then maybe you guys really don't want your consoles to succeed, and maybe their long game is maybe they don't want to be in the consoles. Maybe they want to just be in software going forward." But it's a weird marketing strategy to see them do that.
That's the big thing, Mike. The fact that they are acquiring Activision. And they are admitting that they are losing this console war to PlayStation and Sony. But while still acquiring Activision, now they really can't afford to make those console exclusives because PlayStation is winning. They are forced now to put those Activision games on PlayStation just to get the revenue from the Activision.
Well, they were always planning on doing that. Like anybody that really had an argument against that, it didn't make any sense. There's so much more money in them putting out that software on all consoles rather than making that an exclusive. Because that goes for Switch as well, right? It's not like they would just withhold it from the PlayStation. You'd also have to then withhold it from the Switch. That doesn't make any financial sense. So at the end of the day, when it comes to console sales, they're not really making money on these things anyway. It's more about how much money are you making.
They lose money with the console. Companies always lose money with the console.
Or at least break even. Like they're not making a bunch. They're not making any money selling these consoles, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So I know it's interesting stuff. I don't know where you stand on all this, Ripa. I know you haven't been gaming as much as you used to, have you? You've been playing FIFA.
Well, yeah, that like competitive stuff. Which, man, I don't know. The competitive gaming scene is dog shit right now. It hasn't really been anything that's groundbreaking on any console, any fucking PC. That's everybody's playing the same shit because nothing's coming out trying to push the envelope in any space. My people that watch me know I bitch about that all the time. It doesn't matter if it's in the MMO space or the competitive fighters, doesn't matter. Everything's the same shit, and it's not really fucking good. So that's unfortunate. But I mean, I think Microsoft wants to be a more software-based, gaming-based, I guess, company as opposed to the console. I think they're just conceding that they can't the ground that they just can't make up. I don't think it doesn't matter. You enter in another console war, another year of another generation, let's say that, it's not going to do them any fucking good. I don't think so. I think just Sony has that on truly Nintendo does, but behind them, obviously Sony just has that on lock. And I think they've long conceded that. It's so hard, man, to when you lose momentum, it's so hard to get that shit back in business, man, when your competitor is just kicking your ass, and they never let up. It's basically Sony's game to lose. And they don't really have to reinvent the wheel. They just got to keep doing the same shit, and they're gonna always be the preferable console going forward. So if somehow Microsoft did get back and get ground, it would be Sony's fault, not because anything fucking Microsoft did it, because Sony fucked up like bad, got too cocky, and maybe pulled what Xbox did back in the gap, and trying to make a console that wasn't for fucking gamers. If they do that, yeah, Sony will lose, but they keep doing what they're doing. There's no way they can lose. It's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and console, man, like it's so crazy to think about it. Growing up, when you remember the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo or even the 64, and you're like, man, everybody had one of those.
It felt
It felt like it. The Switch has sold like twice as many as the Super Nintendo. It sold like 3 or 4 times as many as I think the NES. The NES sold, I think, 40 million copies, and then the 64 sold like 20 or 25.
That's the thing. I felt like everybody had a fucking N64. Like it felt that way to me. Everyone had an N64.
It was like PS1. I feel like where I was at. Like
there was a ton. I mean, PS1 sold like 80 or 90 million for that.
Well, I didn't know. Like none of my partners had things. That's why that was one of the systems. That's the one system when I was growing up I didn't play. Only time I played it was that was back then when they used to have gaming systems like at the rec center, and we were playing like fucking Smash Bros and shit. Like,
remember you used to be able to rent this shit at fucking Blockbuster for a weekend?
Yeah. That was the only time that I would play. It was Smash. It was really the only time that I would play N64. I don't know a whole lot of cats that had that, to be completely. Not. I mean, that's just relative to me.
No, with me it was PS1 too.
Yeah,
it was PS1.
PS1, PS2.
Probably because of the
Everybody
piracy.
had PS2.
Yeah, I mean, I was a 64. I mean, I had a PlayStation.
A lot of Dreamcast cats.
Dreamcast was the shit. Even though
I met one guy. There was one guy in my classroom who had the Sega.
Yeah, but did you
the Sega console?
Here's the thing.
He was kind of the weird guy. to talk to.
Dan, did you have these when they were actually coming out, or like fucking, or do you get like a Hillary Clinton for president shirt? You get it like 4 years later.
Well,
man, I had to deliver those shirts.
I don't know, man. It's pretty much the same. But nowadays, when you talk about culture, especially. Whatever happens in the United States, you can bet 2 years later it's gonna happen in Brazil for sure, culturally. But yes, we have running water, we have electricity, those sort of things. Yeah, we're cool,
not gonna
right?
take it for granted.
Jay, what do you think?
I never had an Xbox in my life.
That's
Smart
a good
man.
decision. That's a
Smart
good decision.
Always
man.
had
The
PlayStation.
360?
Let's go.
Nah, never had an
You have
Xbox
an
in my life.
N60. Wow.
PlayStation or die.
Played a
Man.
lot.
I actually
I
I
don't
fell
do
in
that
love
PlayStation, no.
with the Wii. I don't know what it was. I loved that Wii Sports
God,
with the
Wii.
bowling
Wii
and
Sports
stuff
was
like
cool.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I was just one of those
Wii was
guys
the
that
elderly
never
console.
stopped playing those games with the Wii.
Yeah.
I thought that was just the coolest thing ever.
Oh, Wii Sports was awesome,
So,
man.
I
bro,
freaking my friends
was-
came over and it was GoldenEye, and then I mean we got the GameCube and then that new Bond. Which one was that? Nightfall. Man, we played Nightfall until
Everything or nothing.
it's the game where it's like everybody for himself and you weren't allowed to screen watch, you know, and it was like
GoldenEye?
You control the missiles and everything.
Are you talking about on Wii?
I was talking about on the GameCube.
On
Oh,
GameCube?
It's Nightfall, isn't
Night
it?
something.
There's one that starts with an S too.
Anyway, that game had
Nightfire?
maybe
Nightfire
that's what
might
it
be
is.
it.
Chat
Nightfire,
said
like,
Nightfire, yeah.
You could be odd jobs and throw the hat. You know, it was like no
Odd
one's
jobs.
allowed to be odd jobs.
Odd
Like we played that
jobs,
game for unlimited amount of hours. Like
Yeah.
we played that game so much I had to buy another one because I felt like we wore it out. But yeah, I never had interest in an Xbox. Never played Halo in my life. So
Bro,
dude,
you
yeah.
should definitely
the Wii
play
Sports.
Halo.
I was
Halo
always more into games that you play with other people, like
What-
SOCOM. Like
Yeah,
things
but
like that.
Halo-
where it's
Halo-
just-
couch co-op.
Halo 3.
Halo had insane co-op.
I know,
but I know
it's
what you
like
mean.
when you only had money to get one.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Right,
you
yeah.
bought the
But
PlayStation.
what I'm saying, Jay, you should 100% play through the campaigns on Halo on your
that'd
Kick
be so
channel.
great. Yeah.
All right,
The campaigns, especially
it's
for
on
Halo,
Steam, right?
Halo 1, 2, and
Get the
3.
anniversary.
Get the Master Chief collection.
Yeah, the
Just
Master
get
Chief
the
collection
Master
it
Chief,
has all
yeah.
of them.
Halo 1, 2, and 3 are so fucking good, especially 3. And I'm talking about the campaigns.
Halo
on
Reach
Steam.
is really good too, though.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Reach as well. I love
Reach is amazing.
But
Oh my God.
Jay, people would love watching you play Halo, the campaigns on your Kick channel. They would love it.
I'm down
So,
for it.
Hell yeah,
That'd be
man.
dope. Yeah, dude, the
Yeah.
Halo campaigns were on another level, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
they
playing
were.
those, Yep.
Yeah, they
The
were.
campaigns have co-op modes too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what's
Couch
sad,
co-op.
and that's the sad. That's to me, that's one of the bigger problems with. Imagine Nintendo around the time, I don't know, maybe after the 64, you know, like just maybe Mario was like trans and bi, and you know, like that's essentially what they did to Halo after, you know, Halo 3. Really, they fucked Halo up so bad that I feel that because again, when's the last time Halo was considered great across the board? Halo 3,
Halo Reach.
maybe Reach, even though they lost a little bit of momentum with Reach, but Halo 3 was a universally loved game. At that point in time, when Halo 3 was out, Master Chief was the definitive video game character for the new generation. He was right there with Mario. He was the definitive video game character. He was the symbol. He was the icon. And after that, everything went downhill. And Halo has fallen so far. And I think that is
Halo 4. I'm one
Halo
of those.
4 wasn't terrible.
I thought it was good.
Can I ask a question?
But
wasn't PlayStation their console? I can't remember. To play online with other people was free, but Xbox you had to pay.
On yes, yeah, on
Right.
PlayStation
Yeah, that's
3.
why
PS3.
none of my friends wanted
Yep.
Xbox. We didn't want to pay that extra money to play online.
Yep.
So that was another reason.
When did Halo leave the hands
4.
of Bungie?
after Reach.
After Reach.
After
yeah.
Reach.
Yeah, Reach was Bungie's
And then
last
that's when
one.
Makes
Bungie went
sense.
and made Destiny.
Yep.
Ah, that's right.
And to me, that was the beginning of the end for Halo, and in a lot of ways, Xbox. But then they came in and they had that horrifically bad presentation at E3,
Yep.
and then the fact that they were losing steam with Halo, and then they've never recovered from that. And I don't think they ever will. Maybe they're not interested in that at this time. PlayStation has the juice. And to me, Nintendo doesn't compete with PlayStation or Xbox. Nintendo competes with
No,
Nintendo.
they're out.
Yeah,
They're out of the race.
Yeah.
And that was the best thing they did.
Yeah, they compete with Nintendo. They compete with themselves.
It's like a completely different it's a completely different.
It's like you have a Switch
area.
and
Yes.
some other console.
Yep.
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've said, like, you're a crazy person if you play a third-party game on Switch. You never play a third-party game on Switch.
Imagine playing Fortnite on Switch
Yeah, Krista.
Imagine
Imagine playing Fortnite on Switch.
when you have a PS5.
We got to get her squared
Krista
away.
doing?
By the way, we do, and
Fascinating.
this is not this. I know this is kind of a shift for us, like actually talking games on the Geeks and Gamers channel. It will not be that the whole time, but I do think we should start talking more games over here, and that's what we will do. But that was a really good discussion about the current state of Xbox, PlayStation, and the console market right now, and it's something I'm very much into, and we should probably talk about it more, or at least I should cover it more individually on this channel for sure. But I'm always happy to talk video games. But we got super chats to get to. We got things to talk about. We gotta talk about the Little Mermaid shilling. And I gotta say, chat, I need your help. I need your help tonight. My channel is under attack. Okay, because I need you through super chats to help me convince Ripa not to go see The Little Mermaid, because he's already convinced that it's going to be the greatest movie. I got text messages. He says, "Jeremy, I've never felt more represented. This is my moment." And I'm like, Eric, calm down, man. You got a lot going for you, because this is bigger than anything that's ever happened to me. This is the greatest moment. So please, chat, if you could help me out with that. I think we together can convince.
Don't do it, Ripa. Don't do it.
We do have a couple of. We got a couple big super chats from Disco Cobra about the console stuff. Do you have those pulled up, Ryan? Let's
I can
see.
pull them up.
Let me find it. Here's one. Disco Cobra for 50.
50.
I personally think Sony has always had they've always had cornered the market on PlayStation. They have always had their finger on the pulse of what gamers actually want. For the most part, they have been consistent every generation. Microsoft only had the Xbox 360 mostly. 100%. I agree with everything you just said.
Yep.
I agree with everything you just said. I think that the 360 did have that generation on lock for the hardcore gamers, but it was a one-off. I mean, they had their moment, they locked in, and they did what they needed to do, but they didn't maintain it. And if you look at the consistency of the PlayStation, that's why they've maintained where they are. What are you gonna say, Dan?
Oh, but what a fantastic moment it was. The 360, it had Gears of War, it had like 2 Fable games.
Army of Two,
man.
So
yes.
Oh my gosh,
There was so much great stuff in there.
But what I miss so much about that though is it's kind of like what we talked about. Like we felt like everybody had a Nintendo, or like Ryan's like everybody felt like everybody had 64 from his perspective. Like, I don't care where you went back in like 2011, 2012, 2010, all that. If you saw anybody, you could go up to him and be like, "Hey, what do you think about Modern Warfare? What's your rank on Modern Warfare? What's your KD on Modern Warfare?" Like, every fucking body was either playing Black Ops or Modern Warfare. Everybody.
Didn't matter what console you were on.
It didn't matter. And it was like everybody could relate to it. It was so cool. Half the time you were bullshitting about your KD because you didn't want to say what it really was. So you add a little bit to it, to make yourself sound. That's how dudes was picking up chicks. They're like, "Yo, what's up, girl? I got a 2.74 KD. Modern Warfare."
Dude, I remember people were taking off school. People were like taking days off of school. Like the day that Modern Warfare 2 came out, you didn't see them for a week.
Viper Chief.
Congrats, Viper Chief.
Congrats on that. But I will say for the chat, what is, in your opinion, from a multiplayer standpoint, what was the single best Call of Duty for you? For me, it's Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1.
It's
Black Ops 1 for me.
It's Modern Warfare 2, hands down. There's no other game that ever.
I'm not going to argue with MW2, but Black Ops 1.
Black Ops was good. It was amazing, but Modern Warfare 2 was the shit, dude. Like, that game was insane.
My peak for Call of Duty had to have been the 3-year span between World at War, MW2, and Black Ops. Like, that was peak Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
World at War was really fucking good too. That's kind of
I feel like Black Ops 2 was.
Black Ops 2 was so good.
I don't know. I put
shit,
that over all. That was for me when it peaked. Like, it was everybody was
multiplayer on Black Ops 2 was awesome.
It was nuts, man.
It was crazy how good it was, man. I miss those days so much, man.
I know.
Sad that we are where we are, but hey, at least we got laggy ass Mario Kart to play. Yay!
That's true. I will say this though, because somebody did mention that, but yeah, Modern Warfare 2 fell off at the end because everybody figured out how to start hacking the game and getting nukes.
Noob tubing was so fucking bad.
Noob tubing and nukes, it just ruined the game at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, it was all you could ever do, and you'd have to just like chase the guy down that was trying to get his nuke because you knew he was doing it. Yeah, like that kind of killed the game after a while, but fortunately you didn't have that problem.
It was cool to do though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. The first time
like there was nothing more satisfying than like hitting somebody just in the chest with an unexploded grenade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And taking them out like that.
I love using those akimbo models with the FMJ, and you can literally snipe somebody with the shotgun from across the map.
The 42s or whatever.
Dude, those things were broken.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, for you guys that didn't play Call of Duty back then, I'm telling you guys, like, when you knew you were about to jump into a Modern Warfare 2 lobby or a Black Ops lobby, you had to mentally prepare you. It didn't matter who you was. You're like, all right.
And I heard words I never heard in my life,
game
man.
They
were calling me names. I was like,
is
that compliment or
yeah?
What is that you calling me?
And there was always that one motherfucker that would play music in the fucking mic.
Dude, he was awesome.
You could hear you could always hear the kids crying in the background too. And there was a fan going, and then they got their
we heard the fan too.
There was always somebody swallowing their mic.
Hey guys, he's back there. He's back right.
Back right.
I need help, guys! Hurry! I'm getting up! Hurry!
I like
their mom screaming in the background. Come, dinner's ready. Something like that.
Mom, I'm fucking gaming.
I like when you were on with your boys and they were the final kill and they would 100% lie about it, and then the final kill cam would expose them. They're like, man, fuck you guys.
Yeah. It's like, man, I was shooting him point blank in the chest. I don't know how I died, and then it shows it's like you whiffed every shot.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Holy shit. Good times. Good times. And Disco Cobra for the 20. Let me find it.
20.
20. Damn it. Where'd it go? Here we go. I would have to say my all-time favorite generation was the most successful one from Sony, the PS2 generation. Between PS1 and PS2, those are some of my fondest memories as a gamer. Still own 3 PS1 consoles and 3 PS2s.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah,
nice.
man.
Hell
PlayStation's
yeah, man. The
got the
PS2.
juice.
Dude, God of War, Metal Gear Solid,
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2,
Kingdom Hearts, Shadow of the Colossus.
So
you guys ever watch Navy SEALs?
SOCOM,
US Navy SEALs. That was my true multi, but I was more of that than any, even COD and all that shit. SOCOM, Navy, US
SOCOM
Navy
was
SEALs was
legit.
my shit.
SOCOM, I loved it.
God, I played Demolition on SOCOM. Was nothing like it, man. 16v16, man. It was competitive as I was peak fucking competitive gaming, man.
Hell yeah, man. Good times, right?
Do you guys
there.
ever watch
Awesome.
Pimp My Ride and they're always like dumping PlayStations
Yes.
on all the cars?
Yes. Exhibit's like, we hooked you up with the PlayStation 2 in
Yeah.
the trunk.
Rest in peace, MTV.
Yeah,
I can't
imagine
today.
just like
Oh, yeah.
pulling up to a place, like leaving your car running and popping the trunk and just playing Call of Duty. Like,
well, in all the neighborhoods they lived in too, they're like, there's
I'm
gunfights
sure
every
that
night.
went well.
Yeah, so they pull up with this car, like golden rims on it, and they're like, I'm gonna get shot today. I know.
Imagine if the guy doesn't have a PlayStation 2 at home, but he wanted to. There
Rip
you
that
go.
bitch
Gotta
off the
go
car.
outside, plays my PlayStation 2.
he goes in the garage. Yeah.
Gotta go to my garage, play my PlayStation 2.
Alec Baldwin's finger for 50.
50.
Show us what you're sitting on, Jay.
What?
What?
Huh?
My tail?
Are you sitting on something?
Probably.
I can't show my
You're sitting
tail.
on
That's
something
Hey, you
else.
spent money. Come on,
$50, Jay.
show your
Gotta
ass,
be-
Jay.
Gotta be 100. Sorry.
Show your ass.
It's gonna have to be 50 twice.
All right. That's
Dude, as
fair.
soon as I stand up, I will be mean to death. And
Show your ass, Jay. Do it.
Here, have
I
some
don't-
money.
some
Show your
things-
ass.
Come on,
things you
Mr.
gotta draw
100K. Too good to show your ass, huh?
Jeremy is typing up a $50 super chat right now.
he's already seen it. Jeremy's already seen my butt. All right, so there's no need for him to see it again.
Wait, what?
What?
No. When
Wait,
I'm in
wait,
the
wait,
car-
That's getting
Jay,
clipped.
I'm wearing this.
I
Jay.
showed my ass to Jeremy
Not
already.
like that.
Jay.
No.
I
not
need
like
more
that.
information about
Jay,
that.
why-
When I had
no,
the
no,
one
you
information.
don't.
Oh my God, you're not letting me
Like
talk.
your bare butt?
Why?
No.
Jeremy, have you seen Jay's butt?
Oh my God, Dan Vask,
He's like,
I'm
I already
just
showed my
asking.
ass to Jeremy. I
you're
don't want to
sounding
do it
very
again.
jealous right now in that question.
I
is all
tell,
I'm saying.
I'm making an
did seem
inquiry.
you
I
did
was
seem a
trying to
bit
explain
jealous.
to you when we got the onesie, I put it on in the parking lot, and when I walked away, Krista started screaming, laughing, saying, "You have a tail," and I was like trying to see the tail, and Jeremy saw it and put it on the live stream, so it's already out there.
Oh, so he hasn't. So he didn't see your butt.
No, thank
Not
God.
my bare booty, no.
No,
No,
never.
Not his
never.
bare butt, his
No
beaver
reason to
butt.
get angry. I just wanted to know.
David Barnes for 50.
City.
We just went from
50.
awesome video game talk
50.
to Jay, show your tail.
Call of Duty and Halo 2 was rough, and I wasn't that good. Ha ha ha! My bros would yell at me to hide because I didn't have a 1-to-1 KD. LOL.
I usually average, honestly, like on Call of Duty, that's like a 1.2, 1.3. That was about my KD during TDM.
Bro,
You know
I
what
was
I
just
mean?
always
So-
striving for one. Just let me
Anything
do
over
more damage
positive.
than I did fucking wrong.
Yeah.
That was always
Yeah.
my goal.
I
Yeah,
play
just
objectives,
1.3. That's pretty much my that's my average KD on most Call of Duties. I
Anything
usually
over
don't get any
positive is
higher,
good.
So, So, but the problem is I played with some of the people I played with back in the day, and I would hate playing with them because they're so good. It's almost like playing like with Lethal Lightning. Like he's so good, that it's like, well, what the fuck? I'm just getting shot in the back of the head by all the people respawning that you killed. You know what I mean? So it's that's what's frustrating about that.
I'll just go hide so we could win.
Well, that's what I had a buddy. He had a crew that played like pro for Halo 2, and he was like, "Oh, they're like, oh, is your buddy good?" And they're like, "You got to do a 1v1 to get into like their group." I got fucking destroyed. My buddy was like, "Yeah, he's good." He's like, "Listen, just go stand in the back and just shoot anybody that comes back there. We'll take care of the rest." Because yeah, you didn't want to embarrass yourself. People like no scoping with the sniper rifle and stuff. It was
if we're mentioning 1v1s, I gotta give a RIP to our good buddy Uche. Rest in peace, bro. But I gotta remember him and Ripa's 1v1 that happened on a Tuesday night's main event.
Oh man,
there ain't nobody talk more shit about video games that is worse than Uche.
Bro, he talked so much shit. That fight was so bad.
That was so funny.
That
was the funniest thing I've ever watched.
That was like, that was. Look, man, I'm good at I was very good at that. When Infinite came out, I was like cracked on that fucking game, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was the last person that he should have been talking like that to, and he was talking like he could wipe the floor. I was like, man, Uche, he didn't win. He didn't win a round with me.
He was using equipment and shit, and the one kill.
Yeah, he's using all
Ripper ran out of ammo.
Yeah, I killed him so much, I ran out of ammo, man.
And you went on like a 6 kill streak, and then he killed you one cheap way, and he started teabagging.
Yeah,
he pissed me off too. I was like,
no, but like that was the thing about Uche. Like he talked an ungodly amount of shit with people, but he honestly like. There would be times me and him getting into it on Twitter, and I'm like, "Fuck off, man!" And when I'd finally just ignore him, then he'd message me, "Bro, come on, man, you know, fucking around. Just come on, man. Let's talk." Because that's what he did. He would talk so much nonsense. I mean, the first time we talked, he's like, "Bro, I'm playing with the best in the world at Mario Kart, man. I can't wait to jump on y'all with y'all."
Best in the world.
Best in the
and
world.
Motherfucker had to 1, install the game, and 2, he still had the bumpers on, which meant he had never fucking played the game.
He had never played
ever. He had never played it once, and he claimed claimed that he was competing with the best in the world. Like it's a Dan Vask practicing in the world stage type of thing.
It was only once.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure.
Hey, I remember last year when I released that joke video about me stopping releasing videos on April 1st. And he fell for it so bad, man. Uche was so mad. He's like,
Uche?
"You Rick-rolling son of a bitch."
Man, RIP to our buddy Uche, man.
RIP.
So he talked a lot.
He did.
But it was all in good fun, man. So but yeah, man, video games discussion. We got to do this more often, man. This is a lot of fun. All right, what else we got? We got
Julie Tobin for $20. Can Dan Vask wish my mom Barbara a happy birthday? She's watching now and would be thrilled.
What's her name again?
Barbara.
Barbara, happy birthday. Much love.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I got to highlight this one. This was funny. The Isaac of the Dead says, "Enjoy your beard of shame, Jeremy. Hail Christina and the 199 Geeks and Gangsters." So if for the Cobra Cast people, they'll know about that. But so this girl, Christina, commented something. She was directing it at him, but the context was just missed on me in the whole chat. And I can't remember exactly what she said. Something like geeks should be dead or something like that. I don't know what she said, but the context was completely lost by me. I highlighted it. I didn't go in on her at that point in time. I was like, what are you talking about? Trying to understand this. Cause I always look for that one comment to kind of roast somebody. And so I held off for a bit, but then like the more it happened, she answered and she had a couple of typos. So I kind of roasted her a little bit. And then I found out she was actually talking to him. So I had to beard of shame myself, and I gifted the chat 50 subscriptions because of how bad I felt over it. So what you do though, we honor things around here, at least most of us. Maybe not all of us on Friday Night Tights, but hey, it'll be a fun episode this Friday, so we'll see how it goes. Shout out to the Cobra Cast and the 199s.
Is that a statement of some kind?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. So
I'm sure. Yeah.
John Yarber for $20 says, "Congratulations on 100K. R2 eats glue 199."
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Project Egg Roll.
Hey, Chris, the guy your shirt on. Egg roll
For $20. What's everyone's favorite console? Mine was the special partner Super Nintendo combo. The special partner can illegally copy games from the cartridge using floppy disks. It's my favorite because I'm Chinese.
Are we allowed to laugh?
Yes,
All
my
right.
favorites.
We always laugh at Asian
My
jokes.
favorite console of all time is Super Nintendo, hands down.
Super Nintendo, I agree. I'm between the Super Nintendo and the PS2, but I lean a little bit towards the Super Nintendo.
Hell
I
yeah.
love the PS2, but I'm partial to the PS3 because of what we said earlier. All those legendary days of COD, just playing those legendary Call of Duties on PS3. I think PS3's got to be my favorite. I got some very fond memories of the PS3.
Yeah, Xbox 360 was mine, dude.
I had this weird television stand. So when the PS Slim came out, I was so happy. It was my favorite console.
I was so happy.
I think it was PS3
Like died
Slim.
halfway through it. Like, what was that? What was that, Jay?
I was
Yeah, it's so stupid. I can't
Man,
breathe,
that
man.
PlayStation Slim was so awesome.
You didn't even finish
God,
your
come
fucking
back,
story.
Jay. Come back, Jay. We're just kidding.
He's always complaining about people interrupting when he talks. He fucking interrupts.
I know, no. It's fine. That's really all I had to say. I just started making me laugh because I remember when the Slim came out, I was like, oh my God, this will fit on my console. So I was like so happy because I got rid of the big one. The big one wouldn't fit. Like where you had to put it, so I had to get a slim one, and it just made everything.
Oh no!
He does this shit on
I
purpose.
see why you interrupted yourself.
No.
Yeah, he does it on
The
purpose.
PS
Does it on
Slim.
purpose.
Wait,
Yeah,
it's
he
called
does.
the Slim, right? Wasn't it called the Slim version?
Sure,
yes.
The big one wouldn't fit.
Yeah, the
big
big
one
one.
wouldn't
The
fit.
big one wouldn't fit, Jay.
You guys turn everything nasty.
We're talking about consoles, and he's like, "Oh, I loved my Wii. I loved playing with my Wii."
I
all the
did.
time."
I liked the
was a
Wii,
great
but
time.
the PlayStation was always my
I
favorite.
wasn't playing consoles. I was playing my Wii.
I like Wii. You never played Wii Sports?
I
Dude,
love
Wii Sports, the boxing game,
Wii Sports was
fantastic workout.
I like playing a home run derby.
I did a
That was
home
my
run
favorite.
derby for hours, man.
Yep.
No,
I tried to
Wii
get a
was
perfect
my
score.
Wii Sports was great, man. I remember when I first time I played Wii Sports, I was over with the family, and my cousin had just got the Wii, and man, we took that shit so way too fucking seriously, man. We
Yeah.
were like,
What
we took
game?
it
Bowling?
way not the
Yeah,
bowling game, yeah.
baseball, tennis.
We
Wii
took
bowling
that
like
shit
ruined
so
friendships.
serious. Yeah, it really did, man.
It was always that one kid that just found like the best way to hold it, and always got strikes, and you just wanted to like push them when they
Well,
when
I
it
got
was their
really
turn.
I got really mad because I'm all about like playing into the moment, you know, and then like one of my asshole friends just comes over there and just sits down, just bowl strikes. I'm like, you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
piece-
Doesn't even
you
stand up.
Just sit there going,
Yeah. You're the guy
Yeah.
that comes over and talks about how wrestling's fake instead of letting us just enjoy the show, you asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like when you're
You know this
playing
shit's
a
fake, right?
game when you're playing a game like Zelda Skyward Sword, for example, the first few hours of playing the game, you're like on the Wii, you're like, yeah, and then like 20 hours into the game, you're just like,
Yeah, you don't play that long.
you're just like doing this.
Oh man.
I need to buy it. You could probably buy them, right? Like on
What?
eBay or something. A Wii.
Yeah.
Oh
I just
yeah,
bought one
those
over
are
to HQ.
relatively easy to find still.
Yeah,
We've got one. We've got one over at Geeks Gamers headquarters.
Okay.
We're gonna put
It's
it
got
on the,
Wii Sports.
If it doesn't, I have Wii Sports here. I can bring it when I come back. So
How about the whatever the Wii Sports sequel for the
Wii Sports Resort?
Wii Sports Resort. No, there's one for the
Wii Sports
Switch.
on Switch.
There's
Oh, you're
one
talking
for
about
the
that one?
Switch.
Yeah. I haven't played that one.
What is
so
it called?
Well, I can't remember what it's called. So I thought you were talking about Wii Sports Resort, which came with the Motion Plus that you plugged into the Wiimote, and you had Woohoo Island, not Wuhan Island, but you had Woohoo Island, and you could actually go around the island and explore it, and it had all these different games added to the motion stuff. It was really fun. But I don't know what the new Wii Sports game is that's on Switch. Is it Nintendo Switch Sports or something like that?
Sounds like the way they
Nintendo
creatively
Switch
name it.
Sports.
Yeah.
The chat says.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Sports.
Okay. So
I'm
I
curious
hadn't.
about that.
I saw when they announced it, and I didn't really have any interest in it. All right, so moving on. Everybody
Slade Lawton for $20. Ripa, been so busy with ISOM 2, I'm not sure if you heard, but Cicero has been killed on the orders of Mark Antony. Rumor has it Cicero heard about the kill order and had one of his men cut his throat. Sad times.
Ripa doesn't even smile.
I thought
that joke.
I thought Ripa was really mad at me.
That joke's not worthy of a smile anymore.
I thought Ripa was really mad at me this week because I did a reaction.
You stole his
video.
views.
I did a reaction video, and like his views are on that video is like 30,000, and mine's about to hit 80. It's literally just me laughing over Ripa's facial expressions. And someone in the comments they're like, I think Ripa's mad you stole his views. So
I don't give a shit about none of that.
I went to his live stream on Sunday, and I was like, well, let me send him a thank you super chat. And as soon as I sent it, he had his whole system exploded right in front of everybody.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
And so he was like, the system broke, the camera broke. He's like, y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? And everybody's in the chat, like, he goes, and he's just cussing up at everybody, and he's just like, I don't care anymore. And you hear like rumbling and slamming, and then the stream just stops. And then he uses the exact same thumbnail with that frumpy face, and he starts up a new stream. And he's like, let me get through this real quick. All right, Drunk 3PO, yeah, congratulations. All right, yeah, next. I was like, man, he's mad. I'm going to go.
Nah.
He was getting through us. He was so mad during that live stream. He's like, there's nobody watching me. Let me get through these super chats.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened, but your whole system just broke.
Yeah, Streamlabs, man. It's stupid shit. I don't know what happened there. Just my screen was black. I could see the stream from like YouTube, but I couldn't see shit. Like,
but it was working fine for like an hour.
Sometimes it happens with Streamlabs out of nothing. They would just give up working.
It's like, what the fuck? It was so pissed.
Samurai Vader for $2. Ripa, Steve Ditko left the comic book industry.
Oh yeah, woke comic book industry. Steve Ditko. That's what happened to him.
He died. For those of you that don't know.
From the comic
Vexar for 10. Even virtual cats aren't safe from Jay.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's terrible, man.
Spider was like one attack every like 30
I got to
minutes.
bring that game back then. I got to bring it back.
No.
Mr. Peckerwood for 5. Some dummy on your Cobra cast named Ron's the guy chatted Trump cost us 202. Another special person like the 199 guy.
Yeah, that guy. I've highlighted that guy before.
202.
Mr. Peckerwood for $5. Damn it, Ryan. Didn't you see the condom commercial playing on the screen during your Jonathan Majors video?
Oh, really?
I didn't see that. But I don't know. What brand was it? Let me know.
Protect yourselves.
Yeah.
What brand?
I don't know. Mike Hill for $10. Krista, what does Sebastian taste like? I think he means the crab, not a person, by the way.
It's because of their vlog. Hers
It's
and
part of
Steph's
their vlog.
Yeah.
It was delicious. It tasted like under the sea.
Daniel Bow for 10. What is best in life? Kill your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
Yes. This is good.
Yes.
This is good.
Scott McKenzie for 199. Hail 199 Battalion. It's been a good day on Twitter. Thank you, Scott.
It has been a crazy day on Twitter, and we have some gifted memberships, by the way. So thank you guys for all the gifted memberships.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. We got 26 so far on the night. So welcome to the 199, everybody. All right, we got to talk about the Little Mermaid.
Oh, damn.
The Little Mermaid. Now, this is the point of the show where I need you guys to send super chats to help Ripa not go see it. We got to convince him. So thank you guys in advance.
do it, Ripa.
Greatly appreciated.
Don't do it.
So the social media embargo, I guess, the shills that have seen it can basically talk about it on social media, but they can't give a full in-depth review. I think the full in-depth review it lists on the 23rd, which is a Monday, correct, Ryan?
I think so. Yeah, it seems real early to do the premiere and to have them give their initial reactions, but like 2 weeks still before they can actually talk about it.
And so normally that's a bad, like, when does it come out? What's the official release date? The 25th?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's Wednesday, the 25th, right? It's the official release date. That means
I think it's 26 officially, but yeah.
Okay.
No, Thursday, May 25th. There you go.
Okay. So yeah, so the 25th, so the official review embargo is lifting on the 23rd. That's very close. Usually when films have that situation, that's a bad sign. We did see Mario with that, but I think that was more of a Nintendo thing, but ultimately the critics didn't like Mario anyway. But Nintendo is definitely weird from that perspective. But I have heard some really interesting takes, but we talked about this on Geeks Gamers Daily, but I think we got to pull up that clip of Grace Randolph again. Ryan, do you have that clip once again? This
Lower your volumes.
Bro, I actually watched Grace Randolph because she does have good, like when she does her movie math breakdowns and stuff like that, she actually has good information. She is so out of touch with reality though. And Ripa, have you heard this Grace Randolph take about the Little Mermaid?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, dude! Just listen to
Very
this.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And
Here we go. I love this.
There is absolutely nothing to hate about this movie. Absolutely nothing. You know, if anyone hates on it, again, that's a commentary on themselves. As for race-bending Ariel, I continue to stand by my comments that you can't have all these Caribbean musical numbers and a white Ariel. Here, they did shoot in Italy, all over the
Just to clarify, what she's saying is, even in the original, in 1989, it was wrong to have white Ariel because there's Caribbean music.
Oh my God.
I just love that she's like, well, it is shot in Italy.
Because the fucking crab is Caribbean. That's why he's the motherfucker that's singing all this shit.
Oh, shit, bro.
That's why. God. Every time Ariel sings, it's not fucking Caribbean music. Did you notice that? You stupid hoe? Did you fucking realize that? God.
Oh man, she's a brainlet for sure.
All right.
credits. They're like, we're in Sardinia. And I'm like, it must be very pretty there. And I wish they hadn't done that because it's going to give fuel to the haters.
Must be very pretty there. All right.
It's going to give fuel to the haters because they filmed it in Italy and there's Caribbean music and there's black people. I guess. I'm trying to follow the logic.
It really sucks. But anyway, maybe they wanted like the fairy tale element to the wide shots of the castle. But I mean, it's clearly in a Caribbean setting. It's like, again, as I said, Jack Sparrow could wander into this movie and he would totally fit.
He's white.
Yeah, come on.
He's white.
Exactly.
He's not black. He's not part of the. He's in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's not.
He's white, you idiot.
Are those pictures in the corner real? Did she really put that in there?
Well,
yes. She's like, this is.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, this is an accurate representation of Caribbean black men.
She's about to mention how much she loves steel drums, so there's a reason.
Wait, what's the picture next to the steel drums? Is that like?
This is like when they're shooting it, I think.
Oh,
that's
okay,
like the set.
Thank you.
She probably thinks these are cast members. They're really just like workers. She's like, look how diverse they are. I don't know. But it gets worse. It gets crazy.
There are steel drums, loved them. And while the aristocrats in Eric's kingdom talk with a British accent, Trinidad was a British colony from 1889 to 1962.
Fucking Wikipedia.
But a lot of the people, not the aristocrats, but the regular people of Eric's kingdom, they speak with a Trinidad accent, just like Sebastian does. So it would be ridiculous for a white Ariel to be in this environment. And truth be told, there are many moments when watching the movie where one has to wonder why Eric is still white.
Wait, it's a mermaid.
It's yes. It's half
it would
woman,
be
half
ridiculous.
Fish. It's ridiculous. This half woman, half fish have this accent.
So mermaids born.
Dude, okay, so Sebastian was actually supposed to have a British accent. That was like his creation. He was supposed to have a British accent, but they changed it because they wanted the song Under the Sea to have like that flair. So they changed his accent to fit the song. That's why he has that accent.
Do you remember when the first one?
He was supposed to be British.
The first one came out and nobody cared.
Yeah.
I know.
Isn't there like a French chef in it or something too?
Yeah.
There's a French chef in it. Yeah.
Les poissons, les
Les
poissons.
poissons.
Yeah, it's a melting pot. of white people, I guess. The original
No, but
Little
Ariel had a black sister in the beginning of the cartoon. There was like all races. These are the
Gabrielle.
daughters of Triton. Triton got around, man.
Yeah.
He had like
He
a bunch of
smashing,
fish
yeah.
that were
But-
different colors.
It's about to get crazier because she makes this
Oh, yeah.
argument. One could say, why is Eric white? They should have made Eric black too, and it gets crazy from here.
Instead of black or Latino, especially when the queen is black. It's sort of explained. There's kind of a mystery there, which they never really solve, maybe in a sequel. But also, you know, after I was watching, you know, like I'd say maybe 2/3 in, I was like, you know, this is interesting because by keeping Eric white, you're kind of underscoring that a human and a mermaid's romance has similarities to an interracial romance. So I do think that tracks.
That's pretty fucking bad.
Crazy
That's
bitch.
an
Surprised they're not
overreach.
throwing her ass under the
This
bus.
crazy. What the fuck
that's
is
pretty
that?
bad. That's pretty fucking
God damn.
Hey,
That's
you know,
pretty fucking bad, dude.
I kind of like what Disney's doing by
That's pretty
they're letting
fucking
us know
bad.
that interracial relationships are just like relationships between human and subhuman people.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's,
You know, because like,
that's
yeah.
pretty fucking bad, dude.
Holy shit.
That's
All
pretty
those
fucking
blacks
bad.
walking around with their fish tails. Gotta marry those white people. Wow.
What a reach,
God
man.
damn.
Wow.
This
What
is
a reach.
when you are constantly justifying
leftism for you, man.
social justice nonsense, you eventually twist yourself up into some bullshit like that. This is, dude.
She did backflips into the racist pond, man.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
the
man.
constant juggling of bullshit.
holy shit.
But
Wow.
don't
Sooner or
worry.
later.
All these things, including a black queen for some reason that's not explained, including Eric still being white, but it's like interracial. It's all very subtle. Don't worry.
That tracks. But you know what? These things are all very subtle points. This is not a preachy movie whatsoever. It is there to entertain and sweep you off your feet, to remind you of the 1989 classic,
That
but also
editing's
bring
a
you
mess.
that Disney magic in its own right. So again, there is nothing to hate about this movie. You'd have to work at hating it, but unfortunately, we know that some people will. But
Oh, I don't have to work at hating this movie.
Yeesh.
God, this woman.
That might be worse than her Mario take,
Yeah.
and that was a all-time bad take.
People
That
still
was
taking us serious.
She said that John Wick 4 was like written by AI and was like one of the worst movies she'd ever seen. Like
What
she's, she's
what I
way
think
off
is-
of the.
What I think is funny is like her constant like looking over the side for her notes to try to do her Wikipedia of even though Trinidad was owned by them, and you know even the people that ruled are white, all the regular people are black. So you know really Ariel should be black too. Like the constant jumping around trying to use the justification here, but it was filmed in Italy. Wow, there's Caribbean music.
And then she says that it's a commentary on
Interracial
relationships.
Hey.
What? Wow. So this movie is exactly what we thought it was going to be in terms of the discussion surrounding. And I mean, ultimately, I still wonder if this movie is going to do good at the box office. I definitely think that that's something to be concerned with. But the discussion surrounding it, there's no question about that. The hit pieces are going to be out there. The justifications are going to be out there. And Grace is she's come out strong, man. It's going to be hard to top Grace's take on this, but we got a few more weeks of all of that. So
Hey.
Mike is half mermaid. There you go, Mike.
Yeah,
That means he's 1/4 fish.
Yep.
Do
You
the
have a
math.
blowhole?
33% and 1/3. Yeah.
It's like only from the knees down.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot. I just wonder who it's for. Other than for young black girls that are like supposed to be really excited to see themselves, right?
Oh man, I
Who
don't
is
know.
the movie for?
I don't know.
Because-
Is
Yeah,
there
I'm
an
None
equivalent?
of my family members, to my knowledge, have been act like they were stoked about this dog shit movie.
No.
Is there an equivalent of furry but with fish?
Maybe.
I guess fish have scales, so you could consider them scalies, I guess.
Scaly. Probably it's for the scalies.
For the skillies.
It's all those people that want to see interracial couples where the black
Yeah.
person's
Oh, boy.
kind of like subhuman.
So yeah, get ready, because the next few weeks surrounding this movie, you're gonna hear a lot more nonsense like that. So yeah, I am surprised that I'm surprised we haven't heard more. Like again, maybe the right leftists haven't heard her take yet, or maybe it's because she does push a lot of that nonsense that they're not too worried about it. But man, that's
probably agree with her.
Yeah, they probably do. They probably do. So what?
Their takes are terrible. I'm waiting for someone to tweet, "Thank you, Ariel. Now I can ask out a black person."
Yeah. Yeah.
They made it possible.
Good Lord. Unbelievable. So is anybody excited besides Ripa for this movie? So,
you guys should. You guys are gonna make a lot of money.
I'm very excited to cover this movie. That's for sure. I'm very excited to talk about it.
I think I've made like 35 Little Mermaid videos
Yeah,
or
dude.
something.
Ryan has made so.
I haven't leaned into it enough.
I haven't either. I
think I've
haven't
done
either.
like 2, maybe.
I haven't
Maybe.
done many.
Maybe 2.
I've done a few. Ryan's made.
Hey,
you
look.
got to hit 100. You got to hit 100, Ryan.
I've only done 30. Okay, I've only done 30. But I probably have done some live streams though, so
yeah,
it would probably
that's
be.
true. Yeah.
How many videos have you been releasing per day, Ryan?
3 or 4.
That's
Tons
pretty
a day.
cool.
No,
That's
he
like
does
how many you
6
released last year.
How many I
total,
release
right?
a year?
I know. Trust me, I know. I know you and Gary are fucking. You and Gary are
Ryan
fucking racing
complains
to a
about
million.
that all the time.
No, you're racing to a million, and the gap you need to get to a million is my entire fucking channel. 2,500 videos of mine. My entire life's work. That's the gap between you and Gary and a million subs, and you're gonna release it by doing Peaches, some stupid fucking Witcher song, and like one other thing.
No.
Oh man,
I don't know what to say.
I'm excited.
Sorry.
I'm excited. If you play
Hope
more,
you get,
hey,
you get canceled again
Ryan.
for loving America.
Ryan, if you
Yes.
play more Fortnite, man, you might be get some of those damn Bass subs. So
No.
No, I'm good.
That's a secret.
That's only held him back. Fucking all this gaming and shit has slowed his channel the fuck down. That's why he only released fucking 3 videos last year. He's too busy playing Fortnite, doing shit like that, finding whale bones.
And we will be playing
Hey,
Fortnite
you,
tonight.
you need to take care of the quality of your audience. With my music videos, I take care of the quantity of the audience. But hanging out with you guys, I take care of the quality.
So nice of you. So
There
nice
you
of
go.
you.
Yeah.
Ryan doesn't seem to agree. Let's run through a few more super chats, and we'll talk about our next topic.
Ministry of Wrong Thing for 10. Anyone else find it funny how shills always say, "Why do you care? It's just a show movie," but then they go and literally say crap like, "This show movie will save lives. It's our time." Yeah.
Projection, man. It's always projection. Always has been, always will be.
Josh Wright for 50.
50!
Hail G&G. Does anybody have any thoughts on Jedi Survivor? Star Wars is dead for me, but I like the first game.
I haven't played it yet.
There's technical problems with the game in terms of it being finished.
Yes.
But in
That's
terms
pretty
of
much the norm nowadays.
But in terms of gameplay, I actually think the gameplay is better, like significantly better than the first one.
You played it, Ryan?
I can't really. Yeah, I've played it a little bit. I can't really get into story because I haven't fucked around story wise too much. But I think that the gameplay itself, if you like the combat in Fallen Order, it takes it to the next level.
Is it still like Dark Souls like?
Yes.
Combat?
Yeah.
Okay.
With
cool.
checkpoints and if you fucking decide to meditate and heal up, all the enemies respawn and shit like that, and it's really Dark Souls light. Like it's super light Dark Souls, where there's going to be some challenges. And yeah, you're going to respawn all these enemies if you decide to try to heal up and rest. But you unlock shortcuts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Apart from
cool.
the complaints about performance issues, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah. There's like a High Republic storyline that's built into part of it because you discover this like thing from hundreds of years ago, and it's Jedi from hundreds of years ago, blah blah blah. So obviously High Republic, gay, dumb. That's a part of it, the story, but I don't really know too much about it other than the first like level of gameplay.
And Tears of the Kingdom comes out soon, and a lot of us are going to be playing that one. I will be playing that one. I'm looking forward to it. Chris is looking forward to it. Jay, you going to get it?
I don't know.
I want him to play Animal Crossing. I feel like you would love that game.
I don't know.
I need Jay playing Animal Crossing. I need Ryan playing Animal Crossing.
Maybe.
That's what I really need.
Jay to play it.
No.
I got like one focus right now, and that's like print and ship. That's like the only thing on my mind. So,
Attaboy.
What do you got to? Wait, isn't that just like make a call, send an email? You can't fucking play Animal Crossing in between. You just sit there and watch it while they print the whole.
I gotta go out to Arkansas and like get all this stuff done. So
You can fish in Animal Crossing. Go fishing.
I'm trying to save like every nickel I can. So if I have to drive out to the printing place and then drive it out to where we're gonna ship it all out, so.
Magnum Norse for $100.
100.
That's two what, Beardo?
That's 50 twice.
50 twice. Take it like you don't want it, says Magnum Norse. We appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you.
Crushing it tonight.
Wow.
And we just got another 50.
50.
50. Let's see. Damn it, where'd it go? Fuck. Hang on.
I have it.
I'm looking.
From Arthur Brown.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Looking.
Arthur Brown.
Just read it. I can't find it.
He says, got a small channel to recommend. He's called
Here it is.
Conradicalized, and he has some very in-depth videos about classic Halos, King of the Hill philosophy, and how Infinite deviates from that. He goes into far more detail than most Halo tubers. It's a good watch.
Hell yeah. Halo tubers are great, man. It's sad that they put so much time into that franchise, and now it's so chaotic. I will just again give myself a shout out for calling out the Halo show when it first was announced and we first saw those images, and I have so many gamer YouTubers say, "Oh, he's just pushing negativity. He's just pushing negativity." Who was right? Who was right? That was a terrible, terrible, terrible show in every way possible.
It was a good.
What's wrong with pushing negativity? Pushing negativity towarst stuff that sucks is pretty great.
It was a good porn parody of Halo, though. I'd give them that. The production was really high. So.
Hayden for 50.
50.
50.
What's up, Hayden? How you doing, man? Since Tears of the Kingdom is coming out and Zelda's my girlfriend's favorite game series, I finally got Breath of the Wild last night. I missed out. It's a solid game so far. Any other games you are looking forward to this year? I'm hopeful for Starforge. I don't know what's coming out.
Means Starfield?
You said Starforge.
Yeah, Starforge is like a weapon in fucking KOTOR.
Yeah, so
isn't Starfield the game that's coming out?
Yes, Starfield.
The Bethesda one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
Starfield was coming out this year.
Skyrim in space.
Let's see. There's
I don't-
Street Fighter 6, Aliens Dark Descent, Legend of Zelda, Starfield, and Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 16.
Spider-Man 2 will be awesome.
Yep.
So those are just a few.
Yeah, outside of the so Tears of the Kingdom, there hasn't been a lot more on my radar.
Starfield has been in the works for fucking
Forever.
ever, and I have no idea what to expect from it. It's a Bethesda game, so I imagine it'll be fucked up at launch. I don't know.
Especially nowadays. Back in the day, they already used to release games broken.
Bethesda's been relying on modders to fix their shit for a decade and a half almost.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't have much hope for it. What I'm glad is that this will be out, and then they'll work on the next Elder Scrolls game. That's what I'm looking forward to most for Starfield, is because we're that much closer to the next Elder Scrolls.
As far as Hayden, as far as like, so I would say try to get through a little bit of Breath of the Wild before you play Tears of the Kingdom. It'll make you appreciate Tears of the Kingdom, because Tears of the Kingdom, from what they've shown me, it's got this whole like Minecraft building element to it. Like there's going to be so many. And I want to try to take advantage of this too. There's going to be so many unique things that you can do in Breath of the Wild. There's going to be so many like viral clips created out of Tears of the Kingdom. I can't wait. So there's going to be a lot of that stuff. And I'm going to try to get some of that stuff for this channel, because I think there's going to be a lot of those cool things, and I'm looking forward to it.
I will say, I know Blizzard's in a terrible spot, but Diablo 4, the beta wasn't bad. Felt like
people really liked it.
So yeah, it felt like old school. It felt like Diablo 2. I had a fun time with it. A lot of the spamming, like just hold down A to kill everything, is gone. So I was kind of looking forward to that. It's also a lot more like violent and brutal than Diablo 3 was. So yeah, that's about it for this year, though.
JW says
got Diablo 2 right there.
Hopefully Nintendo doesn't strike you for those clips. Yeah, man. Nintendo, we talked about that on the Daily Show a little bit, but like, man, the thing that makes them great is the thing that makes them annoying. And again, I guess when it's all said and done, I would take Nintendo how they are instead of Disney being woke as hell, because this is why Nintendo just doesn't get caught up in that stuff. But they are so oblivious to the internet. They don't understand the internet. It doesn't register with them. They have no understanding of the internet or content creation or any of that. They are so dumb when it comes to it. But it's why we get the type of games that they provide. They're just so stupid when it comes to the internet.
They even struck the theme park channel.
Yes,
we were talking about the theme park.
Yeah.
I was like, Jeremy, we got a strike.
Yeah.
He's like, what? On the theme park channel?
It's
He's
so
like, how?
Yeah. It's so frustrating that they continue to find themselves in this position. But
what was the strike about? Music?
No, it was because it was
talking about
released.
Japan. Yeah.
The Super Nintendo World. There were pictures. There were
you showed pictures and videos, right?
Yeah, that were posted, and we did a video on the pictures. But then they did something else. Jeremy actually did a video on a reaction of the Super Nintendo on the Mario Kart ride in Japan, and the official Nintendo commented, said, "I'm gonna give you 5 days to take this video down." I was like, Jeremy, look who commented on the video.
Really?
He's like, yeah, in the comment section. And so he's like, all right, let's just private it. And so,
yeah.
Damn.
I wouldn't want anybody to see that either. That Mario Kart game looked like dog shit.
That
Miyamoto
himself.
It's not the worst thing, but it's not like
not Mario Kart. Looked dumb from the beginning.
I would compare it to something like Toy Story Midway Mania, which I think is a far better ride than the Mario Kart attraction. Toy Story Midway Mania is awesome, and whereas that's kind of the same kind of theme that they're going for, the Mario Kart ride is just kind of chaotic. Theming is phenomenal, but the execution of it, I just think it could be a lot better.
Mike for $20. Sorry I'm late to the discussion. Don't throw shade at the Dreamcast. It was known for having some of the best arcade fighting games: Soul Calibur, Street Fighter 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Power Stone.
Okay, I have never thrown shade at the Dreamcast. I think the Dreamcast was one of the most important systems and far ahead of its time. I think the Dreamcast is probably the most underappreciated system that's ever existed, and it was way too far ahead of its time. Way too far ahead.
Have a bunch of fucking Sega games sitting right behind him.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dreamcast was amazing.
Big ass fucking box of fucking just old ass Sega games.
How about Sonic?
That's awesome.
Yeah, Sonic right here.
Sonic was awesome.
Sonic 2.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's Sonic 2.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what you got. Come on, Ripple. We got to see more. Let's see what you got.
Thunder Clash there.
Oh, that's the EA Sports.
Yeah, Madden 92.
Gotta get Rip on bragging rights. Gotta get Rip on bragging rights.
Oh, Vector Man. Still never beat this. I want to beat this at some point.
Hell yeah.
What else is in here? NFL Quarterback Club.
Oh,
Let's go.
shit. I remember that.
Let's
go. Of course, this classic right there. Can't go wrong with that.
Hyperstone Heist.
It's Ninja Turtles, man.
Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jordan v. Bird.
Oh,
that was good.
Those commercials were great.
What else is in here? That's Sonic. I know I got Sonic and Knuckles in here. Oh yeah, of course. I know Jeremy's gonna like that one. That WWF
Raw. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, but was that not Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist? That's the cover for it, right? Hyperstone Heist.
No, that's just a regular one. That was
really.
Well, no. You're correct. That's Hyperstone. The one I just showed you. Yeah, Hyperstone.
Okay.
Heist.
Okay. Yeah.
You're right. What else is in here? Thunder Clash. Oh, some random fucking. I don't know why that's in there. It's Pokemon Yellow.
Hey, I have that.
Hello.
I don't know why that's random. It's shit, and for whatever reason, Madden 2002.
Dante Culpepper.
You said that guy's a black quarterback. We know it.
The fucking manual.
He's the Miami Dolphins savior.
I don't know why it's in there. And there's another box over there with random.
I just there's so many questions. Why did Ryan know that was still sitting there? How long has it been sitting there?
No, it's been there for a while. It's been there for I remember bringing it up one time and I never put it back. I just got it. I got both of those boxes.
Still there.
I knew it was
Sega
right
Genesis
there.
games just sitting there fucking.
I just felt it. I could tell.
Wow.
That's good stuff, man.
Tecmo
That's
Super
awesome.
Bowl, bitch.
Oh, that's my all-time favorite sports game right there. That's my all-time favorite sports game. Randall
Tracy.
Cunningham.
I still had that. Dick Tracy.
Hey, Ripa. Randall Cunningham, Eagles. can't beat me, man. You
Oh
can't
yeah,
beat me.
unstoppable,
Can't-
fucking
can't beat
unstoppable.
me.
I remember when the
Those
Bears
was
drafted
good.
Cade McNown
Double
instead of
Dragon.
Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, I don't know why that's in there. Mortal Kombat 3 can't go.
We all
wrong
know
with
why.
that.
You saw yourself represented.
Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat for the Genesis used to have blood.
Blood in the Super
Yeah.
Nintendo version.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Nintendo didn't have
Mhm.
blood.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
Very true.
sweat or
Oh,
gel
Royal
or
Rumble.
whatever.
Oh, Royal
Rumble.
Rumble. Yep.
Yeah.
Remember WrestleMania, the arcade game with like
Yeah.
Bret Hart and Undertaker? That
Yeah.
to me was the best,
Well, I
man.
have that. I feel like
That was
that's
the
in there
best.
somewhere. George
Yeah,
Foreman, KO boxing.
George Foreman.
Yeah,
George
NBA
Foreman.
Jam. Of course, you can't go fucking
course.
wrong with
Nice.
that.
Nah, NBA
Nice.
Jam. He's heating up.
Street Fighter 2.
He's
That
on
was
fire.
a game that made
He's
me
on
fall in
fire.
love with fucking fighting games. I feel like I had that WrestleMania arcade game. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Yep. That one was good, man. That was good. When
I
I
got,
saw
like, boxes on
WrestleMania,
boxes with just random ass fucking old games.
when I
kept
saw
all that
WrestleMania, the arcade game, I remember saying to myself, I'm like, graphics will never get better than
Get
this right here. This
Yeah,
is
true.
This is the top. It will never. We are in the future right now.
Crazy, huh?
Every sports game that released, I remember saying that.
Yeah.
It's like the
Like,
first
I
time.
remember Madden 2002. That's when it like peaked, and I thought it
yeah.
wasn't gonna ever get better than that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant NBA courtside
Oh yeah.
for the N64.
Yeah.
I played the fuck out of that game. You could create a character, and I made it look like me, except he was fucking 7 feet tall, and like we had everything turned up to 99. So it was just like it was a cheat code. But God, miss those days. Robert Kijek for 5. Jay, people were giving you heat because you just let cats walk out the front door when they get old.
Yeah.
Maggie Norris for 10. Y'all remember the arcade culture of the 90s? That was so gangster.
It'll never. That was peak gaming to me, and it sucks that because I think our generation, my generation, so that was like 1990 when I was born. Like that was the last generation of kids that like grew up in the arcade, right? Like it was actually there. People actually went there, dude. It was like it sucks that people. I mean, yeah, there's places you get these retro spots to have these arcades. But you had to be there. It was an experience, like going up with a fucking roll full of quarters, dog. And then you could pull up to the arcade. It was back when grocery stores had them bitches. I remember going to the grocery store, fucking Oak Cliff, Texas, whooping motherfuckers' ass on Street Fighter and all that good shit, man. Like you just had to you had to be there. You absolutely had to be there, man.
Skipped I used to skip so many classes to play on the arcade. Awesome
You had to
stuff.
be there, man.
And it was a social thing too.
Yeah.
Because you would meet your friends there. Because imagine having to leave your house to play video games.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. And then you meet your friends and they would be there too. You would share quarters for the same game and fight against each other.
I don't know if you had these in Brazil, Dan, but there was a 7-Eleven right near my house. You got Slurpees. They had Gauntlet.
7-Eleven.
And
Gauntlet.
You guys remember Gauntlet and like Ninja Turtles? You just dumped more money into those four. If 4 of us would play.
You had to be there, man. It was just that. Hell, even old school Chuck E. Cheese, man. Like
you never been to a 7-Eleven?
Be there, man.
We don't have that here. What's that?
We gotta take it. Should be called something
just like
else.
a convenience store gas station.
It's really a fancy. Like you actually have to put on you have to put on shoes to go there, unlike Walmart. So it's pretty fancy. So look at this.
Okay.
This is so Lakers versus Celtics. When this game right here. When I saw that, look at that. Look, when I saw Jordan and Bird. Barkley, Clyde, I was like,
it's no better. It'll never get you think like, oh man, look at this.
I was like,
graphics.
I remember going
16 bits, man.
I remember going to my parents going, Mom, Dad, look, you can actually see it's Michael Jordan. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, you can see it. Like, it's got his air show, because that's what it said. And I was like, this is the future.
That was
this
like the last
gonna
one
get better.
that he was like in.
That he was in.
There was a big gap.
Yeah, there was a massive gap. You know, they put him in the game. Like Live will put him in the game, but he's like number
98 or 99 or 00, just called player.
Yeah. He's fucking 99 everything. So you know it's him, but it's like not him.
Yeah. Oh man, this was it, because I was such a big basketball and football fan back then, and even baseball. The baseball games bro.
Roger Clemens, man.
Bro, no.
Bro,
The first time
being
I
a
saw
fan of one of the teams that doesn't make the cut to even be in the game, right? Like you're like a Bucks fan or something. Your team's not even in a fucking game.
We don't have space in the cartridge for you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they used to come out with that shit like every year. It'd be like one was like Trailblazers versus fucking whatever random ass team.
Yeah. Yep.
I had
Like,
a few of those.
baseball games back in the day were so good. And I remember when like they got to a point where you could see like when you could see it was like Frank Thomas's stance or Eric Davis. You could tell it was Eric Davis's stance or King Griffey Jr. You're like, bro, that's his mannerisms. This is amazing. Yeah.
I played a lot of FIFA 99 when the narrations started to make sense.
Oh yeah.
It would actually be believable that your game was being narrated. It was so funny.
Sammy Sosa triple play baseball.
Oh, triple play, man. Hell yeah, dude.
Ryan
a lot
has
of
never.
Slugfest.
That was my baseball game of choice.
Ryan has never played Baseball Stars, and I have to change that from the NES. That is still the best baseball game ever. I believe.
I take my robot.
But it didn't have the MLB Players Association or team, so it was just generic teams, generic people. But Baseball
What's my
Stars
robot
is
one
fucking
called?
great.
What is that
So,
one?
I keep forgetting I own it. And I can't remember. It's probably sitting on the shelf back over there. I always forget what that was.
You guys are forgetting the greatest sports game ever made, Tecmo Bowl.
No, we just talked about it.
Brought it up. I brought you the
We
cartridge.
just talked about it. Yay!
This is why he doesn't read your super chat.
That was
This is why he ignores
Tecmo
him.
Bowl, wasn't it?
Bro,
That
this
was
is
the one
the
with
shit.
with Stovak on it.
Wasn't that Super Tecmo Bowl? I was talking about
We're
original
snapping.
Tecmo
You're
Bowl.
talking about the OG. You're talking about the OG. Base
Oh,
Wars.
my bad.
Okay.
Bro, look at this shit. You were fucking robots playing baseball.
That is so badass. Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
But then when there was a close play, this is my favorite shit. Oh no, gonna run down. Close play. You fight.
Yeah.
Fucking insane, man.
Dude, those 8-bit sounds. Those 8-bit sounds. Amazing.
Bro, I love that fucking game.
Man.
Do you remember
What's happening
Blades?
with this show? This is looking
Yeah, the
like a
hockey one was-
side-scroller
Yeah,
I know.
podcast.
I know it.
Hockey joint was just fucking.
Do you
nuts.
remember Blades of Steel?
Yeah.
Blades of Steel was a hockey game, and if you ran into each other like 3 or 4 times in a row, it would stop and the fight would break out. It was the best shit ever. It was the best thing ever.
Mutant League Hockey. Yeah, somebody brought that up in the chat. I remember renting that one from. Man, it's fucking crazy. Like I remember fucking grocery stores had like renting like spots where you could rent games. I remember Albertsons had a spot. Where
Albertsons.
Albertsons had a fucking and I used to rent games.
You guys
from them.
ever-
I
you guys ever
rented
played-
Mutant League?
This is Jerry Glanville's pigskin football.
I remember
ball.
this. I remember this.
You were like all kinds of weird creatures and like
voices, man.
That's how great that is. Like
That looks I want to play that.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It's like
it's literally smear the
It's a Viking.
you know that game you used to play?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Call it that?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I don't know what they call it today if they even play it today.
All right, here we go.
Smear the they them.
You had one ball and you just had to beat up whoever had the ball until they threw it in the air. It's
Yep.
literally the game that we
Yeah,
played.
look, this is Blades of Steel right here. This is so
Oh
great.
man, yes.
Yes.
Oh, the fighting. Watch this.
It's the best part of the game.
Throw the gloves off, man.
Yeah.
That was for the Master System, right?
That one guy looks like he
I
doesn't
played
have
on
a shirt
NES. I played it on NES.
I remember playing this on the Master System, even before the Genesis. This is
proud.
insane.
Get his ass out of there, man. Continue play.
It's just the fact that the NFL coach Jerry Glanville put his name to a
I
football
would
game
like to
with a
play
bunch
that
of
one.
trolls and
I would like to
knights
play that
running
one again.
around.
We got to play that one, Jay. I haven't played that one in forever.
I don't know where to. I don't even know where to get it.
I mean, I've got all my retro systems. I'll bring a couple into the house and we'll have to hook it up because that looks fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Harry Brownhole for 220 and makes artisanal videos.
What?
I don't get it.
Okay. You don't fucking speak English.
Ryan's like, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Harry Brownhole.
Thank you.
Tiara Brown for 20. Huge fan. I'm an indie author, and I would love if you guys could give my fantasy novel, The Tales of Alexandria Steklar, The Locket, a shout out. It's not woke, has strong male characters in it, and is available on Amazon. Well, thank you, Tiara Brown.
Shout out.
Oh, the name, it's a fantasy novel, The Tales of Alexandria Steklar. Steklar. So
Cool.
there you go.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Is it a female protagonist? Is my question.
Ryan won't play it.
What's a
Ryan,
book?
you didn't
No,
play-
I won't play it. You didn't listen to Super Chat.
Well, Ryan won't read it. I'm sorry. I was about to say something else about Metroid Dread and why. That's why Ryan won't play Metroid Dread. So
That's true.
Yeah. So Metroid Dread's one of the best fucking games ever. You should play it, but
I'm
you
good.
won't. But by the way, so well, Jay was talking about. So I know what Jay was saying earlier. So we were talking about Tecmo Super Bowl, which is a slightly different game than the first Tecmo Bowl, because the first Tecmo Bowl is pretty broken with Bo Jackson and Walter Payton. Bo Jackson's the most broken character on it. Walter Payton's a close second.
He's the most broken fucking character on a video game.
Yeah, on Madden. Yeah.
Now fucking Vic on Madden.
Michael Vick on Madden 04 was a cheat code.
Yeah, like he was banned. You couldn't when we would play.
I don't know if he was as broken as Bo. I don't know if he's as broken
Bro,
as
Jackson was fucking broke, bro. You could
Fucking
literally
99
run the
speed.
backfield forever with Mike Vick.
Oh no, I'm not debating that. I'm just saying though, I don't know if he was as broken as Bo in Tecmo.
Bo was
though,
fucking
man.
broke. Make no mistake. But that's what I'm saying. Those are the two. It's close, man. But Vic,
And because you could, I think it's because you could throw with Vic.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Even Marshall Falk in 03 was like, dude, he was a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. You
Vic
weren't
was
allowed to play
nuts,
with
man.
Vic. Yeah, when you played 1-on-1, you weren't allowed to play with
You
Vic.
weren't allowed to use the fucking Falcons because
No.
you could not stay. Literally, you just drop back and just start running around. He couldn't be fucking stopped.
Yep.
Didn't matter who you had out there as a spy. Didn't matter. He was just unstoppable on that fucking game.
Hell yeah.
Ozma for $10. Ripa, both my mom and dad and both sets of grandparents are from Oak Cliff Sunset High School.
Oh,
Now they
Sunset, shut out.
Yeah. Now they call it
Shout
a
out.
gay ghetto because all the gentrification.
Oh yeah, it's something else. It's something else now. It looks a little different. I mean, hell, Oak Cliff is going through some radical demographic changes. It's different from even when I was like coming up. It was different. It changed a lot. Like, that's what Stevie Ray Vaughan. Could you imagine that from the hood? Like the actual guitarist, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's from fucking Oak Cliff. And you could ask anybody there right now. He's like, oh, one of the arguably the greatest fucking guitarists of all time is from your fucking hood. Nobody knows because the demographics are completely fucking different than what they were when he came up, and then when I came up versus now, it's different, dude.
Thank you, Ozma, for that super chat. Chef McNero for $1.99. Team Nerdrotic.
Oh, Dan.
Good. The more people upset when I win, the better.
That was a good answer.
Luis Cuevas for 10. Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PS2 was maybe the last good game in the series. That was a good game.
That was
nuts. Yeah.
Also miss Midnight Club series.
I don't know if that was the last good one. I mean,
the last one I like was really
Yeah.
into for sure was Most Wanted.
Yeah, those Need for Speed games back in the day were really good, though. I've always been a big fan of racing games. How many of you played Split Second on the
Yep.
360? Split Second is so fucking good.
I heard of it.
Arcade
I never
racer.
played it.
I've never played it.
Split Second is great. It's really, and it's just got that arcade feel to it. It's really, I highly recommend Split Second.
Burnout
What the
Revenge.
last
was
racing
such a good
game
racing
that I
game.
Burnout,
Burnout.
dude, Burnout 2, Burnout Revenge.
Burnout Revenge was so
Man.
fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Which one was the one that had crash mode?
That might have
Remember
been Burnout.
crash mode?
Might have been Burnout Revenge. Are you talking like the special camera, like when you crashed, it went into a dynamic?
No.
Like,
Crash mode is the mode of the game that the sole purpose is to crash your car, and the more havoc you
yes,
bring on people,
yes,
the
that
more
was
points you
Burnout
get.
Revenge. That was Burnout
Dude,
Revenge.
that was one
remember
of my
that.
favorite things.
Yeah.
It's like you crash your car against a truck, and
Yep.
the more destruction you,
The more chaos you cause
do-
before the finish line is the points that matter.
the better. Exactly,
Yep.
exactly. It's
So
awesome.
much fun.
Nagranol for 20. Did you play Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2000? You
Heck
could do
yeah.
the driving range co-op and distract your friends with hilarious sounds.
Yep.
And you could blow up the golf cart in the background. Used to play it with my dad all the time. Tiger
Love
Woods
that game.
PGA
Top tier, dude.
awesome.
Never gotten a golf game.
Love that game.
Yeah, it's really good.
Cassius for $20 with CDPR's Infiltration. I'm hesitant to trust this is Bethesda and the next Elder Scrolls game. I'm expecting Redguard reparations and Dunmer with lines like, "You need to do better, Imperial Senator. Hail the 199." Those are proper reasons to be worried.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeremy Soul's not gonna be on the new Elder Scrolls game. You know, the guy who makes the music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not gonna be in it.
That's not gonna be the same.
No.
Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie 10. Wii Sports ruined TVs too.
Yeah,
you had to use your stupid thing.
Yes, dude.
They would lose
on the boxing on the boxing game. The sweat would hit the TV, and sometimes their hand too.
No, people would bowl, and like the controller would fly out of their hand and crack the TV.
Brush your TV up. Do you imagine how many viral videos there would be if the Wii was like, if it just came out now and all the people breaking their TVs?
Yes.
There would be a lot of videos.
Maji Chan for
Chan
for $5. Congrats on 100K, Jay. Quite a few people over at A Drink with Crazy are excited for you.
I appreciate it. You guys are good people over there. Thanks for having me on your show and talking about the book. Thank you to everyone who invited me out. It's been a heck of a tour, man. I enjoyed meeting so many different content creators and people I'd never heard of before that just invited me on their channel to talk about the book. It's been awesome, but it's like it's time to get to work. So it's going to be something. I really hope you guys enjoy it, man. I really do.
Floki the Mad for $5. Did Ripa hear that Chris Benoit left Hollywood? It was so bad, even his family left. Also, Jay, congrats on 100K.
Thank you.
What happened to a better man?
Thank you.
Mention the same super chat as Chris Benoit leaving Hollywood.
This is why we'll never get Jericho like Drinker Dig. You imagine we have Jericho on a stream and people are like, hey Chris.
Chris Benoit.
Oh, God, dude.
Whatever.
Shout out to the Drinker for having Jericho. That was awesome.
Thanks for saying thank you. I love the other stuff.
I'd read it. Alexa for $10. Train A leaves Ryan's left eye at 80 miles per hour, headed to his hairline. At the same time, Train B leaves Holly Bailey's left eye, headed to her right eye at 80 miles an hour. Which train arrives first?
Oh, shit.
Probably hers, I'm going to guess. Ryan Kennel for $199 says 50. Thank you.
Nice try.
Yep, gonna cost you more than that.
Special Ray for $10. Real talk. Why would a mermaid that lives deep under the sea develop melanin to resist the sun? Wouldn't the logical color be pale? Like, I don't know, a ginger? I think like translucent would like it'd probably be closer.
Translucent,
like a jellyfish.
Yeah, you should see the organs and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for $5. Grace Randolph is a gift that keeps on giving. Her latest Little Mermaid take comparing dating mermaids to interracial dating was hilarious. We talked about it. John Kanji for 10. I'm looking forward to Street Fighter 6. They're improving the game so much compared to 5. They're committed to the export scene with their own cup to $2 million in prize pool. $1 million to the first. That's a lot of money.
I stopped at Street Fighter 4 for some reason.
I think that was the last one I played too.
Yeah. I think it was the really big one that got a lot of hype.
I
Alpha 3,
played,
I used to play that goddamn game, fucking it to the ground.
I played fighting games back in the day, like just the early days of Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. I loved Soul Calibur. I played Soul Calibur.
My favorite one. My favorite fighting game is Soul Calibur.
Yeah. But I didn't play them. I didn't stay with fighting games after like the Super Nintendo days.
It's good. That style of gaming was really made for the arcades.
Oh,
it's really made for the social experience, and they try to enhance it on the consoles, adding story and achievements and a bunch of bullshit. But it's primarily an arcade style of gaming.
Well, that's just like the thing about it. That's why arcades were so cool, man, because there was a different feel. It's a different vibe when you're like surrounded by people at the arcade and it's 1v1 and you got people behind you cheering and reacting to every like that.
You had to be there, man. You had to fucking be there. It's an
that-
experience that you can't explain. Like you had to fucking be there.
That
man.
was my motivation for when I went. The way Geeks and Gamers started was I wanted to recreate that with the console side. So that's why I started doing video game tournaments in Montgomery, Alabama. And we started out with Black Ops 1. And we got a bunch of Xbox 360s. We had a cover charge or rented out a big warehouse and we brought people in to run Call of Duty tournaments. And the idea was to kind of recreate that environment with what we had in the arcades back in the day. And we did do that. I mean, the Geeks and Gamers name wasn't created when I made the first tournament. It was about 2 or 3 tournaments into that's when I created the name Geeks and Gamers. And we had a Smash Bros tournament. That was the first time that we had the name Geeks and Gamers was a Smash Bros tournament. And it was cool, man. It was awesome. And it kind of gave you that feel and vibe. And I want to do that stuff more often if possible in the future.
When you guys went to the arcade, did you have a guy that ran around with like a quarters thing, like on his side, where you had to give him $1 and then he gave you the 4 quarters?
No, we had machines that did it. We're not that old.
No, they had machines there too. But the manager of like the Timeout arcade that we went to, he would always run around like right when he knew
like the fucking Shiny Time station conductor.
Yeah. He always knew when we were about to run out of quarters, and he'd be like, "You need more? You need more?" He's like a crack dealer, like wanting that $1. Like, you need more? You need more? You're like, yeah, here. And he'd just be like, ching, 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 ching. Here you go. Stay at the game. So it was pretty cool.
That's cool. Hey, do you have a lot of retro arcade places in Orlando?
There is one. It's called Orlando 1. I think it's called either modeled after 1-Up or something like that. It's a bar, and it's near the airport. So it's pretty.
We're gonna go there when I'm there.
Yes,
yeah, I'm sure you can find them.
Yes. Oh, I mean, hell, you know me, I'll drive, so we'll go wherever we got to go. So let's do it.
Awesome.
We'll bring Ryan. Ryan.
Yeah.
Right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and Ryan will be at the bar.
Be there. Anthony Landolfini for 50.
50.
What I was trying to say yesterday was Dan Andrew is the worst prime minister in Victoria. He talked about Florida, and send your video, you getting it on Twitter, Geek and Game, with @thebest consecrated on YouTube.
Geek and Game?
Thank you, Anthony. Anthony sometimes is, appreciate Anthony. Always sending super chats over on Cobra Cast. So
I think Anthony Landolfini is drunk as fuck on Foster's all the time. That's my guess.
Shout out to you, Anthony. That makes a lot more sense than your super chat yesterday. So thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. And Tonberry Masta. Go ahead, Beardo.
For 50.
50.
Come on.
Look at all those 50s in the chat. Look at all those 50s in the chat. Yeah, as Beardo would say, you love to see it. Give him the point, Beardo.
You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Hill for 5. Nintendo said Switch sales have been declining lately. Yeah, they're down. I think a lot of people have them now.
Yeah, because the whole world has it.
Well, a lot of people have them, and now that PS5s are available, parents and stuff like that might be going looking for a PS5, and instead when they couldn't get that, they'd fucking get a Switch or whatever. Yep. Now they're getting PS5s too. So
and the Switch Lights were so cheap,
man. I want to Switch 4K. All I want.
I don't think the
Just
Switch.
Hold it closer to your face.
I don't think the Switch can. It's going to be tough for the Switch to surpass the PS2. I don't think it's still possible. Right now, if you look, the PS2 and I want to say the DS is a close second. I think the DS is the PS2 is at 155 million.
The first
units. The PS2 and then the DS, I believe, is the DS is at 152 million units, I think. After that, I believe what's third is the Switch third at that point. I think the Switch is third overall now. I don't know if the Switch can catch it though. I really don't. It will be interesting. I'll look that up right now to see. I think overall the Switch is third for platform totals.
Luis Cuevas for 10. When I lived in Mexico, Metal Slug and King of Fighters 1997 was my addiction.
Oh, dude. Shoot them ups. Shoot them ups in the arcade.
Shoot them ups.
Yeah.
Dude, for $5, he conceded the Xbox One gen was lost, which was a really bad one to lose due to people building their digital libraries then. Is that what Phil Spencer was talking about? That they lost the Xbox One for?
It was both.
It was both. Because he was also talking about Redfall and how bad Redfall was.
Yeah, because Redfall's been a disaster.
He's like, we need to start releasing completed games and games that aren't such poor quality. But we definitely did not win this generation. So
It's bad. So there you go. PS2 #1 all time, 158. DS #2 at 154, and then the Switch is 3 at 125 now with the updated numbers. So can the Switch sell another 30-40 million units in its lifetime?
If they release a Nintendo Switch Pro with 4 games in 4K and 60 FPS, and
I don't
it's still
think they
considered
will.
the same console, I don't think they will too, but they
I
would. They would surpass Nintendo DS for sure.
So, if they catch the DS, I'm pretty sure they're going to catch the PS2. I mean, that's a massive gap from 2 to 3. So if they catch 2, they're going to hit #1.
I'm guessing for the DS, they probably lump in the 3DS in that as well.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's not really considered
3DS
like an add-on. It's an entirely different.
Oh, Nintendo
console.
3DS at 12. There it is.
Yeah. Here. Yeah, right here. So the 3DS right there is at 12, and that sold at 75 million units. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, there's the NES. So the NES sold 60 million. I was wrong. So it was the NES that sold 60 and the Super Nintendo that sold 49. So
so that includes the Famicom, right? Because it says global.
Yeah, so I don't know if they've got those tied into the. I don't know how they break that down.
It probably does. Do they have Japan there? Yeah.
Well, these are global sales, but I'm looking to see what they have for. All right, so these are.
If they're
less than
considering
$1 million,
Japan
so-
sales, then they are considering.
These are global.
Yeah, so these are global. So yeah, that's going to include it. So there you go. So
Yeah,
it'll be
Japan.
interesting. So does the Switch have another 30 or 40 million in it? I personally don't think so, but they may make it close.
Brent Wolf for $10. NES World Cup Soccer made me hate and love soccer as a kid. Rocketron for $2.20. I was an old egg. I almost came out retarded. Thank you.
There you go.
Can Dan sing my kid a lullaby, please? I've tried everything I can to get him to sleep.
Oh my god.
Is your kid listening right now?
I don't
Kid.
think so, Dan. I don't think so.
He's not.
Show him this. Kid, go to sleep right now, or Monster Biden will lick your forehead.
Oh my god.
Dan, hold on, Dan. Hold on, Dan.
We already
I don't
showed
think
him
that was
this.
like personal enough. Can you just say, hey, Chris Benoit's son, and then say what you're talking about, go to sleep?
Chris, what's the name again?
No,
Chris
Dan.
Benoit's I'm gonna traumatize.
Dan.
I'm gonna traumatize the kid.
Don't do it.
I don't think you'll traumatize him.
I think
No, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to my friend's advice.
Don't.
No.
Yeah. That's a slippery slope.
If you could ever fucking remember anything,
Every
Dan,
week.
you would realize that is the fucking Canadian wrestler who fucking killed himself and his whole family.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew that.
No, he's like, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a.
I went along with the joke.
We got a message. Dan brought it up, so here it is.
Because we cannot cannot win this re-election. Excuse me, we can only re-elect Donald Trump.
I agree.
I agree.
Angled for $2. I still have my HD DVD player with my 360. I remember HD DVDs.
Hell
I
yeah.
bought a laptop that came with an HD DVD drive instead of Blu-ray, and I had the Bourne Ultimatum on it or something. And like it was the only HD DVD I ever owned.
I remember when it was like those and DVDs, right?
No, that and Blu-ray. It was HD DVD and Blu-ray.
Right. Yeah.
And
Okay.
Blu-ray was slightly more expensive, but it was also better.
Yeah.
And it won.
Yep.
Jay's gaping butthole for $5.
Wow.
Had 2 red rings. One Microsoft replaced, but Microsoft had the online game figured out before Sony. Remember the old school Rainbow Six on OG Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Top dog for $2. The Wii Sports game was goated on the Wii.
Where the fuck did Rippa go? What the fuck's he doing? Rippa!
Reed misses. Reed Rothbard.
Let's just break this down a little bit here. All right. So you got his Rippaverse.
I thought he balanced with it with the Chris Benoit shit.
Yeah.
So
look at Goku with the Batman wings.
Human action. Can you guys read that? Socialism.
Christian Rocker for 5. Hey Jeremy, my wife asked me if all you do is live stream all day because I always seem to be watching you. She claims you must never sleep.
I live stream a lot, that's for sure. But I need to start making more videos. So Ryan will start yelling at me. But yeah, I do a lot of live streaming.
TJ for 199. I have the Switch too. I'm all in on consoles. LOL. Nice. Sailor Mercury for 20. It's a shame because Sony got fat and lazy. Jed Cudson for 2 with a corgi sticker. Thank you. Cole Hauser for 220. Wasn't the Activision deal blocked yesterday? I think there's some issues in the UK with it that they need to work through. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Top Dog for 199. Old WWE games were badass and awesome.
Hell yeah, they were.
Chef Nignera for 199. PS2 sold 155 million. It's insane. Ministry of Wrong Thing for 199. This is to cover Dan's bribe to come on tonight. It's like $1 million in his country.
Ripa has left Hollywood, everybody. Yeah. So Ripa's left Hollywood. Ryan, I want to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy. So are you at a stopping point?
Sure.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, how many of us have seen it? I know Jay's seen it. I know Krista saw it. I know Steph saw it. I know Beardo saw it. I know Ryan. I don't think Dan has. I don't know.
I don't think
we need the jab for going to the theater.
Yeah, that's true. That's so ridiculous. So did you see the Monday numbers, Ryan?
I did. The Monday numbers, it's down about 72%, which is less. That's worse than the Monday fall off for Multiverse of Madness percentage-wise and Thor: Love and Thunder percentage-wise. It's also the lowest Monday number a Guardians movie has ever seen. But at the same token, it's a Monday number. It can be a little.
Everything's down. I mean, like Mario's down 81%. Now, obviously, Mario's already made its $520 million domestically. Yeah. So, but nothing really had any good hold. You know what I mean? Nothing had a good hold. Now, I'm not sure what could have had a good hold, but 72% is a pretty big drop. That's a pretty big drop.
To put that in perspective, Thor: Love and Thunder had like a $12 or $13 million Monday, and it was like a 65% drop from Sunday. Multiverse of Madness, similar percentage drop. So but yeah, I think the one to me that stuck out was that is the worst Monday for a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, including the first one.
Yeah. This is not good. This is not good for Marvel.
I
don't know how much stock you put into it, but I would say for me, like based on the word of mouth and how it got better over the weekend, I expected this to be a better number. I expected this to be a better number on Monday.
I did too. Monday numbers can be weird because it's such a small range where it's going to fall in. Obviously, the weekend number is going to be the one that matters. It still did decent internationally yesterday. China, obviously, a big part of that as well. But yeah, you can't ignore the weak performance. And it did set a record. I don't know if this isn't what the media wanted to talk about, but it did set a record. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 opens to lower box office than any Disney first of summer Marvel movie ever.
Oof.
So for over a decade, these movies have been coming out in the same couple week period, the very end of April, beginning of May, that start of summer blockbuster. Now, to be fair to Guardians 3, a lot of these are like Infinity War, Endgame. Okay, you're not going to fucking compete with those. But Multiverse of Madness, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Iron Man 3, Captain America 3, which was Captain America Civil War, which is kind of like an Avengers movie. But it was the lowest opening of all of those, and by quite a decent margin at $118 million.
This dude has been sitting here the whole stream waiting for us to start talking about Marvel.
Oh, that's Ryan's favorite.
This dude been sitting here the whole time. Can you imagine if we just start titling Marvel stuff in our streams of Marvel and never talk about it just to make this guy sit and watch and just so he can just cry about it? Like, holy shit, dude. Like, this dude has been sitting here the whole time. The whole time.
He's in all our chats.
It's
saying
crazy
dumb stuff.
But yeah, when you look at it, when you start to look at what this thing needs to do, it's pretty crazy. The marketing numbers is really going to be where we kind of get a definitive, hey, how much does it need to make? Because $250 million budget. They say estimated $100 million marketing. There's no way that's the number. That's what Shazam cost for marketing. All right. Thor Love and Thunder, Disney says they spent $160 million on print and ad campaigns. For Multiverse of Madness, they say they spent $150 million in advertisement. There's no way this movie isn't right there or even higher. So I'm thinking at a bare minimum, it's 150, which then means $400 million invested in this shit, which then you're talking damn near $800 million, $750 to $800 million to break even. What are you laughing at?
It's
do you think parents are taking small kids to the Passion of the Raccoon? That's a good, like, that's one of the things is it's not for kids.
The Passion
it's
of the
just not. Yeah.
That's just great, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think the movie is necessarily it's not to say it's not family friendly is wrong. It's definitely not for young children though. This is the darkest Marvel.
I'm not saying that it's like oh, I would never take my kid. What I'm saying is it's so dark and emotional and heavy and not fun that it's not like the first Guardians movie. It's just not. Like that movie when that came out, that would be a movie that teenagers would like.
Yeah.
This movie isn't that to me.
Yeah.
The CGI animal cruelty is some people I probably couldn't.
I don't give a fuck about that. Like that
handle it. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like people and
Yeah.
When I saw the reviews online, that seems to be the hot topic that everybody was talking about was like, if you don't like animal cruelty, don't watch this film. So even though it was CGI, yeah.
But I do think I think that this movie's going to have good legs, especially with the international numbers we see. I think it'll probably end up at this point in time around 750-ish in that area. But really, this is a weak-ass opening. This opened worse than Thor Love and Thunder, worse than the last Guardians movie. Barely open ahead of Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania. Like, that is a testament to how badly the Marvel brand has been damaged, that even when you put out something that should have a fan base showing up for it in droves for this final fucking story, for this group of people, James Gunn, Chris Pratt, all these guys, last hurrah, right? Well, supposedly. And you get opening numbers that are that weak, even when it's a good product. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good for Marvel, and anybody that thinks it is just isn't simply paying attention. This to me, again, I love the movie, but I still don't want it to succeed because fuck Marvel. But I enjoyed it as a fan of this franchise. I enjoyed it, but this movie is suffering because of how bad Marvel is in the bad of shape they're in and what they've done to their entire brand. And the Marvels, the Marvels is going to suffer. If Guardians continues to perform like it's performing, this will be the 4th or 5th movie in a row that's underperformed. And then you're walking into the Marvels, which is going to be a disaster. And so the market continues to open up for the Rippaverse, even though he's eating right now. So we didn't know. We thought you left Hollywood, Rippa. We didn't know what happened to you. Your chair was just sitting there. So.
I thought I stopped the camera, and then I came back, and the camera was, I was like,
we full screened it for a minute.
Imagine if I was like taking my shirt off, doing all kinds
that
would have been bad.
Camera's on the whole time, huh?
Yeah. Well, see you later.
Hello.
I swore I stopped the fucking camera. Right? That could have been fucking a disaster.
That could have been really good.
Bro, I got recommended a DSP video from like 13 years ago, like a video on his channel, and I need to see if I can find it because I watched it.
There's Carolyn says no more Gavin moments, please.
You don't want to see a micro penis tonight?
Oh shit. Oh man.
I gotta see if I can find this because it was so funny to me because it almost seemed like he was like, "Oh, I didn't know the camera was on," but it was before all that shit happened.
You know, you know what I got recommended on D-Day Cobra on my channel is a video of me talking about James Gunn being fired over tweets from like several years ago. I'm like,
That's funny.
What? I was like, and then I watched it. I'm like, fuck, he did say some horrible stuff, man. Like, I think I'd kind of, because I was so detached from it, and then reading those tweets again, like James Gunn said some terrible. It was awful what he said. But shout out to DSP, Ryan's favorite YouTuber.
Here it is. I found it. This was such a. How did this get recommended to me?
Memeology's videos on him are so good.
Because I'm like, what? It was from 11 years ago, dude. 11 years ago. Look at this thumbnail.
Holy crap!
But like the way he started it,
Looks
just
like Mark the Cyborg.
The way he started it just reminded me of, oh, camera's been on.
Oh, no, bro.
Oh, what's up, everyone? DSP here. Sticking around. I went to get my drink and the camera started already. But anyway.
Oh my god.
Camera's on the whole time.
This video has like 800,000 views.
I know, dude. Crazy.
Early internet, huh?
What is his most viewed video on his channel?
I don't know.
Probably a lot.
I'm subscribed. Look. He has 63,000 videos.
Good God.
It's like he has he only has about 3 times as many subscribers as he's put out videos. Just to like put that in perspective.
3 subscribers per video.
It's impressive.
Look at
that. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, 3.2 million views.
Holy
wow.
12 years ago.
Wow.
Gameplay video.
PS4 launch. Need for Speed Rivals Gameplay Part 1. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And then that.
Dude, is the PS4 10 years old?
2014.
Yeah.
2014 is when it came out.
Look at this.
Oh, dude.
Look at this thumbnail.
Oh, DSP.
I was watching him play Jedi Survivor today.
Oh man. But
Space-
that's the latest on Guardians. A big drop on Monday. We'll see how it all plays out. And we'll keep you updated on Geeks Gamers Daily for that.
Yes, every fucking day. Space Monkey for 199. Sony leads the charge on censorship. Fuck them. Marcus Henry for 5. Is it safe to say Steph is a big booty Latina? Shout out Primetime 199 Alex Stein.
Yes.
Safe to say.
I think.
She like looks so shocked when something. She's like,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That was pretty awkward moment for Steph. So let's cheer her up a little bit.
Damn. Yeah. Prime
That
time
sound is like something inside the car. That's a big noise.
Prime time
That's just so
199
loud.
Alex Stein.
Bro, did you see what Alex Stein did last night?
I saw him shoving something in a black dude's mouth as a black dude was
Was
sitting on his
really
knees.
fucking-
I don't know, dude.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't know what the hell's going on over there. Ripper's got to take charge.
I would not play that on Cobra Cast. I was like, I cannot play this. Holy
Ripper's got to take charge. What the fuck's going on with the blades there?
Ian Crossland was just sitting there.
What's
He kicks
fuck you
that
got
door.
going on, man?
I would have watched the shit out of that. Ripper kicks the door. What the fuck's going on up in here?
Pedro Navaja for 2. I have Xbox One. Haven't played it in 6 years. Well, there you go.
There you
Top
go.
Dog for 199. Did anyone play Just Dance back then? No.
I did not play. I played Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
Yeah.
I
played
loved
Just
those
Dance.
games.
There
Did
were
you dance the
arcade
girl
machines for Just Dance, and you
I
would
played
just
Just
like
Dance.
you would
And
bring
Guitar
your girl
Hero.
there just to see her shake her boobs. But that's the extent of it.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Thank you, Beardo.
Darian Murphy for 5. Didn't Frost make a prediction about Xbox versus PlayStation? Yeah, wrong again. Sparian for 199. Thank you. Daniel Bow for 5. Here's a shout out for Dan Vask since he's a musician. The Guitar Hero series was the best on the Xbox back in the day.
Oh, dude, I used to play it on the PS2. I owned the guitar,
Yeah.
controller, and stuff. So awesome, man. Guitar Hero 3, more specifically, was
Guitar Hero
my
2
favorite.
was the one I think I played the fuck out of.
Those games were so
Yep.
crazy, man. How
Yep.
popular they were. It was massive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, where is it? Space Monkey for 199. PC Master Race. Thank you.
Yes.
Hey.
Yep.
Flayed Air Flanley for 5.
Flayed Air Flanley.
Modern Warfare 3. I had 38 days of total gameplay. I loved Specialist perk tier.
Damn.
Woo! I
That's
see.
damn.
Modern Warfare 3 is where it started to lose it. Like I still enjoyed Modern Warfare 3, but that's where it started to lose me.
Yeah, I was the same way. The story was kind of ass. A little bit.
That's an insane.
Other than
amount
the
of hours,
very
though.
ending where you get to basically just strangle a man to death and then light a cigar. But yeah, the story was kind of ass and the gameplay was all right. It was just like, eh. After Zombies 2, the survival mode was not nearly as fun. I was like, man, they got to have their own zombie mode in like these Modern Warfare games because, like, yeah, I don't know. Black Ops kind of changed everything with that.
What is the game each of you has the most hours in?
Pokemon.
A version of FIFA. It's not even close either.
I think on Pokemon Emerald, I had over 400 hours.
Yeah, with me, it's Skyrim. I have about 400 hours in Skyrim.
I don't know because it's not logged, but I would imagine it's probably Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube. I had hundreds and hundreds of hours into Titanfall 1. Those are the two that stand out to me the most. And if you want to talk about the overall, because considering Mario Kart 8 has been relevant since the Wii U, I've put a lot of fucking hours into that one. So
I would definitely be a sports game.
Yeah, it's
from
mine.
like the early 2000s.
It's probably FIFA 08, I think. For FIFA 2009 and 08, because we used to play that every day. Me and my track teammates at University of Memphis, like every fucking day before and after practice. Like, so it would for sure be probably that.
Mine's probably Destiny 1 because I played the shit out of that game.
do you like Destiny 2?
No, not really. I
bought
liked
Destiny
it.
1 when it came out. Like I was all
Yeah.
hyped. I got it release date, and I did not like Destiny 1 at all. Now I heard it got better as time
it got
went on.
a lot better, and I liked it a lot more like as it got rolling, and like the Taken King that like changed everything. I played the shit out of that raid so many times. And then like it got good at the end, and then they announced Destiny 2, and Destiny 2 was just like a shitty version of Destiny 1, and it got a little bit better. I don't know, from what I've heard, you know, Lethal and those guys still play it and they like it, but I don't know. I don't think it was worth it, to be honest. I think the game was pretty ass, and I think it's just very predatory. Basically, every 3 months they release a new version. It's like a full price game that you have to buy to like play the next expansion and shit. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I think mine was Battlefront 2.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
Ooh, I had a lot of hours on Battlefront.
The older one.
OG.
The OG? Nice.
Where you had to like capture planets, you know, and all that stuff.
That was awesome. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Somebody just
man,
brought up
so
Fortnite.
awesome.
I don't know how much I got a lot of time in Fortnite. I'll say that now.
The thing is, though, Fortnite, it's like an hour here and then it's done. So it's like it's not like
It's a lot
8
of hours. I don't know. I've had a few 7-8 hour streams on Fortnite. So
Got people in the chat saying Age of Empires, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online.
ESO, I like ESO.
Is Battlefront 2017 still play it? Like, does people still play that one online? I enjoyed Battlefront 2017. I enjoyed it a lot.
I still have it. I played that a lot too.
I don't know if it still has a player base or if they still have it updated.
Oh,
It's
it does.
Still, okay.
It does. It still has got a player base.
I actually want to play it because again, I haven't played it in a while. So I love Battlefront 2017. Somebody just said 2017 is amazing now. Have they really done a lot to update it and keep it?
Man, they really made a whole new game with that, I think.
Yeah, but they stopped support for it like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, they
like
did.
in terms of updating it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
J-Doc for 2. Bunch of fucking nonsense. Nib, fib, sid, dib, gib, hib, jib, kib, lib, bib, hib, sib. I'm being careful because I don't know what the fuck this shit is. And then for another $2, Linsin, Dinbin, Finjin, Win Kin Lin Zin Vin Min. Thanks. I'll be your Huckleberry for 2.
Thanks.
I started playing FPS at Soldier of Fortune 1 and 2. Nice. Arthur Brown for 2. I'm just glad Team Fortress is still alive. Pedro Navaja for 2. Have you ever heard of Thrill Kill for PSX?
No.
Stacy S for 199. Ew, lovers.
Who?
Go ahead, Krista, say it.
Krista wants to say it.
Ooh, lovers.
Hey, I gotta play. I know Ryan's gonna hate it, but I don't care. This is so funny. I'm playing it again. This shit's great. So,
Get right. When you retire, is there any chance?
oh shit, that's the wrong fucking one though. God damn it. Hang on. This John Campea moment where he says, "It's so good." He has. I think he knows what he said. I think he knows exactly what he says. So I'll find it in a minute. Ryan, go ahead.
It ain't even a bad word, but
it's just funny because he doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
Here it is. I got it now. Here it is.
Right.
So this is so good. All right.
Where are we at? We are at Sus Animations Rights. Would you rather see Bucky's elbow grow back or his knee grow back? I'm not sure. His elbow? I'm not quite sure what it is we're talking about, to be honest with you.
Damn.
That's rough, man. That's rough.
Man, we've all been caught up in it, right? I remember the Nick word, Nick, and then the GERR. Somebody said, like, this is when I had like 20 or 30,000 subscribers. Like, hey, Jeremy, my buddy Nick, is his birthday. Could you please wish him a birthday? Nick and his last name. So I said it like 4 times before. I was like, fuck shit. And I'm surprised that the clip does not exist somewhere. I can't believe that my haters have not clipped it. Holy crap, dude.
Now they will.
So I covered a video or a topic on Sports Wars. Oakland A's announcer had about the worst slip up you could possibly imagine. I don't know if you saw this, Ripa. The Oakland A's announcer. Oh my God. He was talking about going to the Negro League Museum. For the people that don't know, that there used to be, before Jackie Robinson, before baseball was integrated, they actually had a specific league called the Negro League. And he was like, yeah, we were going to the Negro League Museum and it was great. He didn't say Negro. He said the hard R N word. Like, he just said it. And like, nobody caught it. Nobody reacted because everyone's just assuming he's talking about the Negro League Museum. And like a couple innings later, after like it gets clipped and goes viral on Twitter, he's like, apparently something I tried to say came out wrong. I'm not sure what happened, but I apologize to everybody. That guy's suspended. Probably going to be fired. Career's probably over.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
Like, what are you going to go to sensitivity training for an accident? Like,
it's so stupid.
He clearly
That's
didn't
crazy
mean to say
me,
that.
That's crazy to me. I don't know if it's because I'm not American, but it's like, even as an you can do it as an accident. It's like, it's insane. It's stupid.
And because of things like, well, if he was able to say something like that and not even realize it, he must say it all the time. Like, that was the whole thing, and that was crazy.
Well, it's like the same thing that happened with Ben Mincy with Barstool Sports, and he was live on a live stream. He was rapping, and what song was it? A Bone Thugs and Harmony song?
It was Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs. So he's looking at the lyrics on his phone, and he dropped the A, and you could tell he knew he like, oh shit, he
was like,
they fucking fired him. Yeah. They forced Dave Portnoy to fire him, and of course Portnoy doesn't own Barstool Sports anymore. He sold it, so he's not really he's just an employee at this point, basically a high ranking employee. And it's just bullshit. The reason that they did it, regulators and all this other shit. Robert Barnes called him out on that, but yeah, I mean, it's just stupid.
Bro, Bob Huggins is under fire. West Virginia college basketball
Bob Huggins, holy shit!
Because he on a radio interview, he used the F slur, like very purposefully, like super clear as day. He was like, "Yeah, these F slurs, these Catholic F slurs." Like, I don't know if he was
Yeah.
drunk.
That's like a Black Ops 2 lobby.
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem like an accident. It seemed like it was super intentional. It was like it was back in the 60s or something. Like I don't give a fuck about that word. Of all the words on that,
Yeah, that's the one I'm least sensitive to for sure.
Yeah, it's the one I've used the most. All right, so like that's the one I don't give a fuck about. I've been called a million times. I called people that a million fucking times.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
I slipped it once on Twitch.
For a basketball coach to go on radio and say it like that is like, holy, that's next level.
I remember Uche dropped that word on Twitch.
On Twitch or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I dropped it on Twitch too, man.
He said, no, I think we're playing Call of Duty, and he
Jerry
said it
got mad.
aggressively. Like, he was aggressive. And I had to message him. I'm like, bro, you can't say that shit on Twitch. No, fuck that. So we were talking about it, and then he went on calling her. He's like, no, fuck that. When them mother, and he called them again to me on the phone. When they doing that shit, I was like, calm down, Uche.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's just another word for camper. Yeah.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
Chris B for 5 got deep into Quake 3 and Counter-Strike as they hit the scene and played. Never gelled with Call of Duty because of it and always felt like I missed out. Sketch for 2. Jay, why are you wearing Roadkill? Why?
Yeah, Jay, explain yourself.
Because I got 100,000 on the campaign. I made a promise. So
Nice.
I keep my promises.
Krista,
Sandstorm.
how many new members do we have, or Krista, the gifted memberships? You have a list of those anywhere?
I'm not, sorry.
All right. Well, you got it because I know TAC gifted some. Did we get WG's 50, Ryan?
No.
Just recently?
WG
WG for 50.
50.
It is safe to assume Ryan couldn't keep a straight face when he saw the Navy's new recruiting commercial with the cross-dresser. That's a question mark. Once a sailor, always a sailor. Ryan?
Couldn't keep a straight face. I mean, I used that word that Bob Huggins used when I saw that shit. That's for sure. But yeah, hey, that's our military. So
It's
shout out.
sad. It is sad. That's where we are. WG gifted 5 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships.
Let's go.
Thank you, WG. Let me see. I'm trying to find all these new members. So we have a total of 33 new members. So thank you guys for becoming new members over here on Geeks and Gamers. Appreciate that. You can use the emojis now, and Chris is always updating emojis. Jim Boyd 98 becomes a new member. Thank you. Lucas Garrett gives 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships. Teresa Young becomes a new member. Thank you. TAC 86 gives 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think that's pretty caught up on it. All right, Ryan, go ahead.
Bro, look at it. Hold on. This is the condom ad that I got super chatted about.
The what?
Mr. Peckerwood spotted this. There's a Durex ad on my Jonathan Majors video earlier.
Yeah. Protect yourself, kids.
Krista, did we remove the snake pit emoji?
I would have to double check.
You know the snake pit. They don't like that, Krista. They're mad at you now, Krista.
I didn't do anything. I have
Complain to
see.
Krista.
I don't think so.
No, it's still there.
Lucas Garrett with 5 gift memberships. I don't know if we said that or not. Thank you. Do we have anything on? Check over on Streamlabs and stuff like that. Over on Rumble, Jay and the Elite Fan for 5. Ripa, appreciate your Starving Artist video through the other day. Not gonna lie, that wasn't a work, brother. That was a shoot. Fools got to eat McChickens because they can't afford Big Macs.
That's true.
Odyssey for 5 from Null White. Sony had AMD build a gaming APU for the PS5. Microsoft reused an AMD build for Azure. Gaming was an afterthought from Microsoft. Same with the I/O for the PS5 storage. Sony had something engineered that rivaled the fastest PC. This is also an afterthought from Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft's always had bigger visions beyond that. And I think that is 100% why they've lost so much momentum, because PlayStation has stayed centrally focused on making a gaming console. They've never really, they've added a few bells and whistles, a PlayStation Move and all that bullshit, but like they still have stayed the course on what people are interested in, and they have not moved too far away from that. I think even Nintendo has been a little more gimmicky than PlayStation. actually. You know what I mean? With the
Wii.
Wii and the Wii U
Oh, yeah.
and even the Switch. Some of those, obviously, 2 of those paid off. One of them didn't, but they've still been a little more gimmicky, whereas PlayStation has been very consistent.
You guys remember the Virtual Boy?
Oh, yeah.
The disaster that it was. It would give you a headache. It's like for the people who don't know, the Virtual Boy was Nintendo's attempt to get into the virtual reality market with 8 bits. So, yeah, that didn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
Jay the Elite fan on Rumble for 5. Jeremy, I pitched this on CobraCast a while back. You guys should do a big hangout stream for Tears of the Kingdom and stream everyone's perspectives on different channels.
Yeah, we might could do something like that. I mean, I know a lot of us gonna be playing at the same time, so we may could do something like that.
Jay Schwalbach for 5150 over on Locals.
5150.
5150.
50.
Bombay Sapphire. I hear it's a great gin. Am I wrong? I've had Bombay Sapphire before. I'm not a big gin guy though. Like I don't drink just gin. I mix gin, so it really doesn't matter to me what it is. I don't drink just gin drinks because I think it tastes like fucking pine needles.
Somebody sent me some type of liquor.
It's mine now.
I want to give it to Ryan. If you're sending me liquor, it won't get drank by me.
It's going to me.
Yeah.
JAS for $3 on Streamlabs. I've seen a few medium-sized YouTube channels react to Dan's Amazing Grace, and they were indeed amazed. One said, I bet at least one person out there found religion from hearing this.
That's awesome. Yeah, the Amazing Grace video now officially surpassed Toss a Coin to Witcher in the amount of reaction videos it got.
Wow.
So
Nice.
yeah, we have more reaction videos on YouTube than Toss a Coin to Witcher.
Nice. Is it weird that that's like a economy that you've like created an economy for people by reacting
Yes,
to your
I
videos?
keep track of that stuff because
So
I
then you
like
copyright strike them and take all their money?
Yes.
Like
No.
Nintendo.
He's like, oh, if people thought my content would bring them views, then let alone me, it means I made the right choice in terms of video, thumbnail, and the very subject of the video.
Butter Biscuit for 10. A couple $10 super chats. Didn't get to say it last week, but I hate the boomer takes on entertainment. Yowamushi Pedal is my favorite anime. It's about a bunch of high schoolers giving all their work their way to competing for the big tournament. So many scenes got me emotional to ponder what the heck am I doing to be the weight I am. That's why I applied at the post office and have lost 80 pounds in a year from 360 to 280. That's all anime and Rippa. Matt Walsh can kick rocks. Thank you, Butter
Yeah,
Biscuit.
man. Keep going.
Hell yeah.
Keep going.
Samurai Vader for 3. Nintendo banned my Switch OLED a while ago, blocking access to my legally purchased games and DLC. So I decided to play Tears of the Kingdom. It's a damn good game.
Did you try to modify the console?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Grace Randolph sex hair for 10. And her hair always looks like she just
that's
got
true.
fucked.
I never even like. I don't know why I haven't
Wait, what?
paid attention to her. Her hair does be looking kind of fucking wild.
She's a missionary girl, clearly. Rippa, I heard if you watch Black Little Mermaid, you'll get your height back. Also, I've concluded that Jay is the gay love child of Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Brendan Fraser.
Holy shit.
Well, gotta get back to being fucked while sleeping. See you later.
The fuck, man.
Wow.
Thanks, Grace Randolph, sex hair.
Yeesh.
God, if you gotta put her videos on mute, just imagine what she sounds like. Anak Mama for 3. Yesterday, I spent all day with my dad. We saw Sisu in theaters, I recommend. After that, we went back to his place and watched the last 3 episodes of Tulsa King, some YouTube, and Dread. All in all, a good day. How are you guys doing? That's awesome, Anak Mama.
That's
Sounds
awesome,
like a nice
man.
day with your dad.
Enjoy them while you have them. Enjoy them while you have
Hell yeah.
them.
Tulsa King is so good.
All right, let me scroll down here. Sandstorm. What's up, Sandstorm, for $1.99? Thank you. Daniel Bow for 5. Best PS1 game of all time, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Roger
You're not
G
going to
for
get an
2.
argument from anybody here.
Yes.
Roger
playing
G
that.
for 2. 4 friends playing a THQ N64 wrestling game was fun.
Oh, like NWO versus the World or WCW versus, or was it was WCW versus the World or NWO versus the World. I can't remember. Or the WCW versus
N64?
NWO. Those are great games, man.
For the N64?
Were those on the 64 or was it the PlayStation? I can't remember.
If it's 4 people, it's the 64.
There was WCW versus NWO.
WCW game. Only one I played was Nitro.
Nitro was good, but the World WCW versus the World, I think is what it was called. World Tour. Yeah, WCW NWO World Tour on the N64. That's the one I remember. Sailor Mercury.
I played Thunder too. Yeah, that Thunder.
Yeah.
That was
Man, those games were
I was playing
so
like fucking. That was
good.
on Raw and SmackDown and shit.
Dude,
Those games were so
Raw 2
good.
was like one of my favorite games.
Yeah, Raw was nuts, man. It had the blood and everything. Fucking, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
fucking nice, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, fucking guys moving like fucking this when they were wrestling and shit.
Like, if you made your guy 6 foot, he just started crouching like lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cole Hauser for 220. Modern Warfare 2 Rust was the best. Modern Warfare 3 Dome 199. Yo Joe. Thank you, Cole.
The best map in Call of Duty history for multiplayer is Firing Range. That's the best map. Firing Range is the best. It's the most balanced. It's just the whole layout. I love everything about Firing Range. It's perfect. It's not too small. It's not too big. It's perfectly like so you don't get spawn. You can't get really spawn trapped there, but it's just perfect. The respawns and everything. I loved it. So Nuketown, yes, but Nuketown again has that where you can spawn trap.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nuketown's not a good map.
Nuketown's mid.
But
It's never been a
love
good
Nuketown.
fucking map. Like, it's just iconic because you put it in every fucking game. But the fact that you can, just spawn trap everybody every time. It's the same fucking spawn trap every time, too. Stupid fucking maps. Fuck
Firing
Nuketown.
Range. And then Summit is another one. Summit
Summit's
is
a good
so
one.
good.
I love
Summit
Summit.
is really good.
No.
Marksman for 2. So Nikocado Avocado lost 89 pounds. Weird timeline.
Yeah.
I saw that. He's probably on that fucking celebrity weight loss drug or some shit.
He's only got 550 more to go.
He's so
Yeah.
big. His
Uh,
views are insane, man.
As is Trans Tits for 5. Glad to be back. Found out my account was shadow banned by YouTube and live chats. Also been busy with finals and beating it to Elizabeth Olsen deepfakes. Hey, that can take up some time, man. Eric K for 5. Jeremy called her Dylan Mulvaney after I told him she was talking to someone with death in his name. He did not read my chat though.
I called her Dylan Mulvaney. It's pretty bad.
David Nelson for 199. I got 199 problems, but Ripa ain't watching Fish Lady.
It's true.
Thanks, David.
Fish lady.
As is Trans Tits for 2. Jay, would you give Dylan Mulvaney a good rimmer?
Oh, what the fuck is?
No, I don't want to be in the same state as that person.
So no rim job.
So that's the reason.
Also, a huge shout out to whoever, I don't know if it's here or whatever. I just sold like 22 copies of the book in like
Let's go.
3 minutes.
Let's
so-
go. I'm taking full
Nice.
credit. I'm taking full credit.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You guys know like this is the last night, so I guess
Yes.
they're going
No,
in buying.
yeah, make
so-
it make your closeout pitch, man. Come on,
So
let's
I
do it. So
appreciate it.
listen,
I-
tonight is the final night that you can purchase Achromatic Chronicles Blue. We want to see the blue balls in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
Jay
Blue
has
balls.
already made more money than he ever imagined, but that's
It's
still
true.
not enough. Let's sell some more copies. Jay.
Yeah, thank you.
Jay.
Exactly. You couldn't have said it better. Blue balls in the chat. As soon as I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm hitting the final done because I want to get these out to print. I want to get these in your hand. I want to get this out there. So it's just I'm excited. So thank you so much for those because I'm my email's going off. Like either for whatever reason, you guys are buying more books. So I appreciate it. We're almost at 105,000. So
Let's go.
that's
Awesome.
pretty wild. Did 5,000 in just a few hours, so that's pretty awesome. So thank you,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you so much.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff,
Parallel
man.
economy.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
So
Sixer
awesome.
Iverson for 2. Krista, congrats yesterday on the first place trophy.
Thank you.
Marcus Henry for 5. Me and my friends took Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games way too seriously. We was running the 100 meters all day.
Hell
Ripa,
yeah.
you ever play that?
No, I used
Sonic
to
and
play
Mario,
like the actual track and field, international track and field, and Oh man, me and my teammates, Beijing game, and man, that was nuts, man. Like that was back when you like
circled 08?
So yeah, I was 08. So that was fucking going fucking crazy, and the swimming you had to push the back buttons and shit.
Destroying the control.
Yeah, absolutely. That's because you flipped the control upside down and you like mashed it on the fucking on the desk or some shit. But yeah, man, that was a competitive, man. Talking about like tired ass arms, just trying to run like 100 meter, 200 meter, or definitely the 400 was a goddamn killer, man.
Chris Coran for 2, waiting for the Jay versus Ripa basketball game.
Yeah,
I don't know if he wants that, man. Definitely now the way that I'm training, man, is bro. You definitely don't stand a chance.
I
now.
mean, I'll have fun playing. I don't know if I win.
Jay's like, hey, let's have fun. Let's have fun. And Ripa's like, I'm gonna destroy you.
If I'm being honest, and this is not a shot at Jeremy, but I think me and Ryan versus Ripa and Jeremy could win pretty easily.
No.
That's all.
What?
Who's guarding me? That's the question.
Hold on.
Man.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a minute. Like,
who's guarding?
I am.
It's a double team on Eric. We'll let Jeremy shoot all day.
Easy layup.
Jay, being black from the waist down ain't the only thing that makes me black. Okay.
I don't know. Last time you shot a basketball, you pulled a hernia. So I'm like, I don't know, man. Like that could be.
Jay, when I get back to Orlando, we're going to play ball.
I'm sorry. I know that Ryan and Jay.
I was saying, I think that me and Ryan could take Jeremy.
You are. We're playing ball when I get back.
Rippa would have to shoot lights out. That's all I'm saying.
I would have felt better about this about a year ago than I do now. But
I just
I'm
love
in
that
worse
Jay.
shape. Rippa's in better.
Just guard Rippa.
On the regimen I'm on now, like
pretty bad
I'm
shape.
to put this
a lot of gas station food.
I'm like 208 right now.
How about Jay, Ryan, and Jeremy versus Rippa? Maybe that'll.
I ain't taking part in anything like that.
Handicap, maybe.
I ain't taking part in anything like that.
No.
It was just a joke, man. God, calm
How about
down.
you,
Everybody
Rippa,
gets
and
all
Ryan
mad.
versus
They
me?
think their manhood's being touched. What the fuck?
Jay, we're not going. Let's just
Holy
play for
crap,
fun.
man. I ain't taking part in that. I ain't taking part in that.
Let's just
I
have. Let's
made
just
a
hug.
joke.
Let's just hug and have fun. Let's sing NSYNC songs and play
What would be the
basketball.
optics of 3 white dudes trying to beat down on the one black guy we can get on the fucking screen?
I didn't say that
Sorry,
at all.
Mike.
I just said
No, it's all good. I'm only half.
Wow,
I just love that Jay was like, no, I'm not
bad,
insulting
Grace
Jeremy.
Randolph, make it racial. Go ahead. That's what y'all want to do. Go ahead and make it racial.
Calm down, Jay. We just want to have fun.
I feel like
Jay,
I
it's
was
the game.
fine, and everybody just got on.
Whoa!
I feel
Jay,
like
whoa.
I feel like Star-Lord in Endgame, where he's like, I'm gonna commit. I need a Bowflex. This is the wake up call for me.
You know what? I'm gonna commit.
They got all mad for no reason.
Jay's saying that white men can't jump. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
That was in Infinity War.
Was that Infinity War?
Star-Lord was dead in Endgame.
So,
No,
that's right.
it's
Never
true.
mind. Yeah,
He didn't feel
I
so
watched
good.
them back to back recently, so
That's all right.
they're both fucking good. But Infinity War is so fucking good, man. God.
As is trans tits for $5. I can see why Kylo Ren changed his name and killed everyone. I would too after having found out I was conceived on the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah.
Data's bionic anus for $5. My supervisor at work has Little Mermaid eyes. I can't tell if she's looking at me or something else when she's talking. Kizzy for $5. The Atari was the best. Took an hour trying to hook it up with the yellow, white, and red jacks, but the 500-pound, 30-inch TVs had like 20 ports. Red always dangled.
Yes.
Oh, dude. And those forks that are even worse. Remember those 2 little forks that you had to screw back into those are really, really old TVs. I think some versions of the Atari had those.
D. Kenyon for $5. After watching Mahler's EFAP on her Mario review, I can't help but hear Joan Cusack every time Grace Randolph speaks.
Joan.
Frank Zanka for $5. Great meeting everyone in Vegas. Grace's take was completely cringe. She's been using that argument for years now. Thank God I don't sub to her anymore.
Yeah, Grace she's something else, man.
As is trans tits for $2. Krista should do a Scarlet Witch cosplay on stream.
Maybe.
It's a hard maybe. KS Nelson for 5. If this is an interracial metaphor, does that mean the message at the end is that Ariel needs to become white to be accepted?
Oh, there you go.
That's such a weird way to take it.
Hey, I want to. We've got the just for 2 weeks only over on 221B. We have the Snake Pit Battalion 199 Geeks and Gamers T-shirt. So I know we've gotten them on like these other couple like this Teespring and all that, but this is going to be a different. This is going to be a 2-week run, and obviously, if we want to get more stuff over there, we run through enough of these. If we sell enough of these in the next 2 weeks, we can open up more opportunities for more of the Snake Pit and the 199 merch. So if you guys want to go over there, mods will be dropping links right now. There's Can Man with the link. Thank you. Go over there. You got 2 weeks, and then they're done, and then we'll see what happens.
Justin Akinsola for 5. Tokenism shield. It's for the little black girls. Please shoot me, shaking my head. No, someone might take you up. Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch for 5. I can't wait to hate watch The Little Mermaid. There you go, Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch, who we met in Las Vegas.
Yep. She's awesome.
As is Trans Tits for 2. I'd let Grace Randolph review my stroke game.
Wow.
Beardo, you want to give us a beard stroke just for the hell of it? There we go.
This is for you, Grace Randolph. Review this.
Review this.
Wow.
Special Ray for 5. I think they're missing an opportunity by not having Ariel sing Wet Ass Pussy. Who could have a wetter one than a mermaid?
God damn it.
Does she have one, though?
I think you just stick it in her gills.
Anatomical question. Does she have one?
Spread your gills for me. I think
It's
how
like
it works.
It's just like a flap with like you just move the scale out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. Like if she doesn't have a vagina, like the leg thing, like you probably get over that quick and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I would have to imagine anyway. Slaglust for Canadian 550. When Beardo talks about Batman movies, it's like reading Corn Pop super chats.
Who said it?
Slaglust.
Who said that?
Hey, watch your fucking mouth.
Soldier Spirit for 5. Repeating my gratitude for Ryan accepting my invite to be on Vets Talking. That's right. Maybe not this Saturday, but maybe next Saturday. I think that's what we're looking at. Also repeating, Jeremy can't. He's a bitch.
What's up, man? Good to meet you in Vegas.
Lucario for 5. I think Nintendo behaves that way because some cultural thing where they think their families get dishonored or some crap when stuff gets leaked. Yeah, every time a leak goes out, someone in fucking Nintendo has to commit seppuku.
Seppuku.
Lord J for 5. Speaking of sports, y'all hear about Bob Huggins' little radio slip up? Yes. I can't believe that video got no fucking views on Sports Wars. And like I have a picture of Bob Huggins just screaming like a censored F slur. Nobody watched it. Eugenio Olivencia for 5. The only thing I remember from George Foreman KO boxing is the fighter that at the start of the fight says, "Can you squeal like a pig?" Classic.
Man.
Jay's Soggy Taint for 5. Gumby's Pizza has a pizza called the Stoner Pie. It's a pepperoni pie with fried cheese sticks and curly fries. Forgot pineapple pizza. Obama. Thanks, Jay's Soggy Taint.
Thank you.
E1337 Neo for 5. Easiest way to become the coolest kid on the school bus or in the schoolyard back in the day. Have a subscription to Nintendo Power. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Hell
Marcus
yeah.
Henry for 5. You guys ever played Slugfest when you go beat up the pitcher if he hit you with the ball? The best baseball game.
I love Slugfest, man. That was my favorite baseball game growing up.
Arthur Brown for 2. Damn, sports games used to be so creative. Yeah, until like all the licenses got sold to EA or like a show or whatever.
That's true.
Yep.
Shaz Navi for $7.99. You guys ever played Battletoads? Got to bring that back and you can beat the crap out of your team player. Yeah, Battletoads was cool. Super Chair
Hard as
Destroyer.
fuck.
Yep.
Huh?
Hard as fuck.
That's what she said. Super Chair Destroyer for 5. Remember Sunset Riders, Ninja Turtles, and The Simpsons with a stapler on the mid-90s? Simpsons game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. That was Chuck E. Cheese
Sunset
classic,
Riders.
man. That fucking Simpsons game. What was it before Chuck E. Cheese? It was something else.
Showbiz Pizza. Showbiz Pizza.
Showbiz fucking Pizza.
Yep.
I don't remember that. Showbiz Pizza.
Yeah.
That's where all the furries got their start. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, basically. That damn thing was creepy, man. Fucking
It used to be, the original Chuck E. Cheese was creepy as
fuck, man. And
then
it was like all of them dancing around like all
Yeah.
robotic and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this, man?
The Showbiz Pizza had like they had like real animals, and then they like got bought out, or they bought Chuck E. Cheese and then changed their name to Chuck E. Cheese, and made like a whole big thing. Dude, it was freaky as fuck.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
Dude, how many of you follow 3-Year Letterman on Twitter?
Yeah,
he's the
Dude,
best.
he's one of my favorite people.
Look at his Tucker tweet. This is on Tucker's tweet. He says, "You cannot launch a political show on Twitter, Taylor, as the FCC and the First Amendment don't allow that. That's why all political shows are on TV, not streamed online like some gamer playing Fortnite in his aunt's basement. I recommend deleting this."
Is this parody?
He is the
Yes,
best.
yes. He's
Okay.
100%. Gab does it. I don't know her. The FCC doesn't have oversight on Twitter, so Tucker is good to make a show on Twitter if he wants. It's hilarious how left bots use the Constitution and pick and choose when it only benefits them. He says, "I reread the First Amendment and it says you never lettered in shit." One of his classic lines is how he talks about how he has a fully loaded Ford Taurus company car that's a panty dropper. He has a water bed. Yeah, he has a water bed that he paid for in full.
He has a 2004
It's
Ford
such a
Taurus
great
that was company
Twitter
provided,
account.
and he only has like a 12 disc changer, and only 2 of them are stuck right now.
For Christmas, he posted a picture of Jesus, and he goes, "Let's celebrate the greatest American ever born, Jesus Christ." And that tweet went super viral.
People
and
got
people are
so
like, "Are
mad
you
at him
dumb?"
too.
And he goes, "I saw your profile, and the state you live in don't have any SEC championships, so this is invalid." I was like, "What the freak, man?" I was dying.
He's committed to that fucking troll.
It's so good. It's so good, man. Because the whole thing came up because we were talking about Matt Walsh, and people are saying, "You don't understand. Matt Walsh is being sarcastic." And I'm like, you can't talk serious about serious issues and then get upset when you're trying to be sarcastic, but it doesn't land. I was like, 3-Year Letterman does it perfectly. Like he's a fully committed to it. So there's people that know, and then there's people that don't know, and there's no question about it. You know what I mean? And it's just so funny. And just watching.
I like when the celebrities like respond to him and are like,
"Oh God, he's great, man."
Did you see this this BBC News tweet? I'll just show it real quick because it's funny about the Texas gunman.
No.
Why some people are spreading false rumors about the Texas gunman.
10-year-old photo.
Wow.
That looks like
wow.
That looks like Pool.
That's who it is.
That is Tim Pool.
Oh,
you would assume
Looks like
by
a mug
this
shot.
that Tim
That he
Pool
was the
shooter.
gunman. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
They're getting ratioed. pretty
Looks
hard
like a
right
mug
now.
shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Known Mexican Tim Pool.
Wow, that is screwed up.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Terry the Black.
Me and Tim are cool. All right, we put our differences aside, even though he doesn't know who I am. All right. So we're good. We're good now. We're good. I dropped the IRL. CobraCast 199, no longer IRL. Thank you for destroying the surfs, Tim, at Clown, and yeah, we're good. So,
Tearing the Black for 5. Capcom versus what is it? SNK.
SNK, yeah.
SNK 2 might be the greatest fighting game. By the way, new Need for Speed is nice.
Marvel versus Capcom games, like, dude, there's the PlayStation Marvel versus Capcom. I think is it 2 is like, if you have a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 with the instruction manual in the case, it's like $500.
Oh,
it's
really?
crazy. It's crazy how much Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is worth. It is crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Take Care for 2. First Halo Reach online match. 0 kills, 20 deaths. That's rough.
That's rough.
Anakmamon for 2. If you could stop, let's see. You could stop Vic if you had dogs he could stomp.
Damn. Damn.
Oof. That's fucked up. Damn.
Mike Litteris for 2. Hell of a panel. Thank you, Mike Litteris. Sketch for 2. Ryan, do you say phooey when you get angry? No.
Phooey.
I don't say words. I don't say words on this platform that I actually say when I get angry. Mike Hill for 5.
You've never actually seen. I can't speak for everybody. I guess I know I can speak for me and Ryan because I know like you've never seen us mad ever on the internet. So
Mike Hill for
Mike,
5.
maybe you've seen Mike mad probably.
You've never actually seen me mad.
No,
I get very fucking quiet when I get mad, and I say a lot of gamer words too. Yeah.
Mike Hill for 5. PETA states Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the best animal movies of the year. Well, they're all fake. They're all CGI animals, so it probably would be. Ryan with the mask of J&A's says for Canadian 220, yum, a little salty. Thanks. Luis Cuevas for 5. Bethesda will use the same crappy engine for Skyfield or Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, and Fallout 5. Development will be finished by modders. Yeah, I just think it's going to look like shit. Taryn the Black for 5. If y'all are coming to Dallas, look up Cidercade. The one in Fort Worth is nice as fuck, right by TCU. Nice. Thank you, Taryn the Black.
If you guys believe me that Ryan was actually mad at me, you don't know Ryan at all. One of our many Filoni arguments.
Yeah, there's like mad on the internet, and there's like actual no shit mad in real life.
What was that argument about?
Just Filoni and Clone Wars and dumb shit.
I think that was probably the one where you were like, he wasn't involved in this season. I'm like, he's like, oh, you said he's not credited because he wasn't on IMDb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, motherfucker, he's in the fucking credits of the show. And I like pull up a screenshot.
Look, speaking of screenshots, I just saw this one. Rippa, we put your camera on the side. Dude, this guy has become a fucking legend.
Yeah.
All because of one picture. Oh my god, man. So damn funny. Shout out to the Legion of Memers.
Shaka Zulu for 20. Can't wait to play Tears of the Kingdom right after FNT. Zelda's one of my favorite franchises. I love Breath of the Wild, but the lack of actual puzzles and dungeons was disappointing. Hoping the crafting hand mechanic can create actual puzzles. Hail 199. Thank you, Shaka
Hail
Zulu.
199. And look, so we've been talking a lot about old school fighting games. This is definitely one of my favorite games ever right here. So there you go.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Dan
No chill, man.
Gary Von Beekler. So.
Von Beekler.
That's really good.
Yes.
Soma BT for 5. Sup, TNME. Do y'all remember NFL Football 94 starring Joe Montana? Fun fact,
yes.
Barry Sanders was the best player in that game.
So there was Joe Mana Sports
so
Talk.
many fucking NFL games back
So there was
then.
Joe Mana Sports Talk Football. I want to say that was the 92. And that was the first one that had like the announcer and everything, which is the coolest thing ever. I believe 93 was the next year, which was still Sports Talk Football, and it had kind of the same kind of template as 92. And then the 94 game kind of changed the camera perspective, if I'm not mistaken.
So many basketball and like they were made by so many different companies back then at the NFL.
Yeah. That was good because there was competition. Nobody had exclusive
exactly.
rights to it. Now NBA 2K, fucking, Madden.
Yeah. Yep. 2K, fucking courtside, fucking all those Trailblazers versus all kinds of weird shit. It was so competitive back then, man.
Mm-hmm.
I read somewhere that EA dropped FIFA.
Yeah, but they're still making it. They they don't have the FIFA license anymore. It's gonna be called like FCEA or some shit.
Yeah,
It'll be
and
the
then,
same
like,
shit.
We got a new
just won't have
2K
the FIFA
game
brand.
coming out for NFL right now too. That they've been
Yeah,
on for a
but
little
I
bit.
thought they said it was gonna be like an arcade shit. Like,
So what
I
they
could be wrong.
That's what they were saying, or that they said they don't have the license to make a simulation. But
Yeah,
the
that's what it
rumors-
was. So it'd be like more akin like the Blitz or some shit, probably.
Yeah, but what I heard was they actually have like they're going pretty hard on it, and they're saying it's going to be as close to simulation as possible.
they gonna
But
pull
I don't
it off?
know. Yeah, they've been working on
that
it.
was like the best football game I had ever played. The one with
dude.
T.O., that was the last one. The one with T.O. on it. That was the near perfect fucking
2K5, man.
Yeah, 2K5.
2K5.
That was like
Oh
the
my God.
near perfect fucking simulation football game.
Yeah, it was. Man.
That game was amazing, man.
Yeah.
It was the last fucking year that they made it.
Yep, it sucks, bro. I miss that game so much.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just and the that's what like Ryan was talking about earlier with the competition though. It's so frustrating now because like when you have this one company that has all the licensing, it just becomes lazy. It's why professional wrestling got so stale after the Attitude Era and the WCW Monday Night Wars. Like that competition mattered. So could you imagine now with gaming as big as it is, far bigger than it was back in the day, if there was actually competition now with these sports games, it would be insane. You know, but I mean, I haven't played a Madden game in probably over a decade.
I couldn't tell you the last one I played, man.
I played the most recent one because it was free on Game Pass and it's dog shit. It's the same fucking things all the time and fucking super linebackers picking off every pass you throw and all kinds of shit. Just the stupidest fucking things. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, that's why, like, I keep saying, like, with Nintendo, like, people are like, oh, they just need to, and this is before the Switch and everything, but like when the Wii U failed, they were like, oh, they just need to go the Sega route and just be a developer. It's like, no. You need to keep them in the market and create what they've created. It's good. As much as I know they're not like a direct competitor, they are competition. They are a platform out there, and they're developing their own games. If you start putting those games on other systems, and I think they lose their magic. I think they lose their touch, and eventually they will lose their identity. And like, what is Sega now? Like, what's the iconic Sega franchise that you think about? Like, I know Sonic is still Sonic, but like his games don't move the needle. You know what I mean?
True.
And we were talking the other day, I think it was the other day on Daily, or maybe it was Mario Kart. But for those of you that still have a Wii, play Mad World. If you have a Wii, Mad World, done by Sega, phenomenal game. Mad World was so fucking cool. The art, the gore in it, it's such a good game. I highly recommend Mad World.
Arthur Brown for 5. I have never seen a single Australian drink Foster's. I didn't even know what it was, so I heard an American mention on YouTube. Yeah, I said it because it's a fake Australian beer. Thank you.
I just remember the commercial.
Foster's.
Foster's, Australian for beer.
Australian for beer. The malware for 5. Rail shooters like House of the Dead 2, Time Crisis, and Carnival were bangers.
House of the Dead 2 and 3. I skipped so many classes to play those games. House of the Dead 2 and 3. And the port for the Wii is actually pretty good.
Nice. Pyro Rompa for 5. Dementia Vask strikes again.
Yeah, I can't even complain. My mother told me I'm demented the other day. She used that word. So, yeah. I forget stuff. It's my thing.
Jay's Salty Beaver for 199.
Whoa.
199. Corn Pop says, hi, Obama.
Hi.
Christian Rocker for 5. I saw today Nintendo said a Switch successor is at least a year away. Also, can we talk about how underrated the Vita was and how it's still awesome?
Oh, PS Vita?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was for sure underrated. It was ahead of its time.
I didn't play the PS. I haven't played it.
He was fucking ahead of his.
Oh, for sure.
Ahead of his time.
Yeah, I didn't play the Vita. I didn't play the Vita that much. I don't play a lot of handheld consoles.
I don't know.
The Vita was pretty much a PS3.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Portable PS3.
What happened to that shit, man? Like, I thought that was gonna explode.
I think Sony gave up on the mobile market.
Yeah,
they stuck to what they're good at.
Yeah.
David Nelson for 199. MTV News has just left Hollywood. 199. The MTV News shutting down. It and BuzzFeed in basically the same week. So.
Wow.
Mike has bad knees for 2. Double dribble.
Double dribble.
Oh yeah,
yes.
double dribble. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mosaic Arts for 5 is always going to be. It was always going to be a challenge to keep the MCU going, given both simultaneously being a never-ending story and also being serialized. The thing is, when you start to realize that you might not get in that ROI, you can't keep increasing the budgets. That's the fucking problem.
Yeah.
If you're spending $250 million production, $150 million in ads, you can't be setting yourself up to a movie that needs to make $750 to $800 million just to break even.
Yeah, they fell into a formula and they just stopped trying with it. They're not trying. They have so many fucking characters they haven't touched or used or done anything with that they've had the rights to that could have been popular. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's like once you get it started, it's not that hard. These stories are already written for you. The fact that they pull out fucking Adam Warlock now,
it's
fucking
he's a throwaway.
Bro, Rippa, if you would saw that shit.
I already know how to throw my chicken tenders at the fucking screen. Sure. Much like I did with Captain Marvel. I'll be pissed.
You would have been furious over what they did to him in this movie.
I already know.
I've heard it's really fucking bad. I haven't even seen the movie yet.
Kellen KMK for 199. Rippa is back. That's right. The John Beck for 2. Passion of the Raccoon. Nice. Tendo Kairu for 10. If a good Guardians flick can't save the MCU, nothing will. It's one of their largest franchises next to Avengers. We're talking games, animation, etc. No one cares about the new MCU characters. That's true. Guardians of the Galaxy just had a video game that was fairly successful.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, a lot more like the old school than the new stuff. So
I want to show everybody a little bit of Mad World. I bet a lot of people would love this game if they played it. So this is Mad World.
Yeah, Jeremy mentioned it to me.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize the name when you said it, but now, yeah.
Is it in 1 frame per second for anyone else?
Yeah, I barely.
Is it not?
Yeah,
I shared it. I shared it at like 4K, so I don't know if it's playing. But look up Mad World. You will. It's like a real life comic book with gore, and it's awesome.
It's like Sin City.
So,
Sin City. That's what I was gonna say.
Let's see. So it looks like it's playing good for the chat though. It's Platinum Games. So let me unpause that. It's so freaking cool, man.
It really looks like a drawing.
Yeah. It's an awesome game. It's so good. So if you have not played it, you should, because it is badass. So yeah, if the frame rate was bad, that's just sharing it through StreamYards. It's gonna make it crap. But
Hercules for 199. I heard Peter didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Like I said, I think everything's CGI. And they're kind of like all like save the animals at the end, so they probably should have liked it. Lord Plague is for 199. Have you ever played Spyro the Dragon? Awesome game. Long ass time ago, yeah.
Yep.
Of course.
There are remakes.
My kid played through all of the remakes already. Loved them. So.
Nardagal for 5. Just want to congratulate Little Park Things on 7.5 million views on Build a Bowser reel and 3.6 million on another reel. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Crushing it over there. So 7.5 million views on one video.
Yeesh.
That might be the most views anybody's ever had that's connected to Geeks and Gamers on one video.
That one video on park hopping with the mac and cheese is at 300K.
that one's crazy to me. So yeah, that's wild. So yeah, 7.5 million views.
Insane.
Yep. Nardragal for 5. Just want to congratulate Little. I just said that.
Sorry.
Sketch for 2. Ryan, do you have an uncle named Scrooge McDuck? No. Cassius for 5. Ryan's the type of guy to yell. Hold on. Ryan is the type of guy to yell. Fuss, row, duh.
From Skyrim.
At the Xbox Connect. Okay.
It's just Skyrim shot.
He had to pronounce it. He had to pronounce it out first.
Well, yeah, I didn't make sure it wasn't saying the fucking N-word. Hayden for 5. To Dan's hours question, I have 432 hours in the first mount and blade. Maybe close to Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind too. Nice.
Oh, Morrowind. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Haters Vivo for 2. 3,000 hours on Fortnite myself.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Buddy.
Bamboo Taco. You better be good. Bamboo Taco for 2. EverQuest daily since 2002. Damn.
See if I can look up my Fortnite hours.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for 5. Dragon's Dogma made you feel like you were fighting an actual giant dragon. Eric Bailey for 5. Love playing Siphon Filter for PlayStation 1. You could tase someone in the family jewels until they set on fire. Wish they would more faithfully update more games. John Papaserio for 5. Have you seen what's been going on with Giuseppe's Pizza in Iowa and the woke mob? It's hilarious. No, but I like pizza. Flayed Air Flanley.
Flayed Air Flanley.
Was 15 at the time. Love to play S&D and play 2v2 or 2v6 because my team would quit and me and my homie would have to carry. Longest win streak was 16 wins. Nice. Search and destroy. TJ for 5. Seems my member chat disappeared. What I originally said was I have both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and the Switch 2. Love them all. Thank you. We're going to get some member chats in a second.
Awesome.
Paul Meyer for 2. Me, why on me, we talk did. Thanks.
I agree.
Nice.
Yeah, 100%.
John Campia's knee grow back for $5. Do you guys rather get rid of red meningitis or black rabies? I would personally end the crap out of some black rabies. Thank you. Jay's gaping butthole for 2. Jeremy loves 199. Need 199 cock rangs.
I'm okay with that.
Good Lord.
What?
What?
You okay with 199 cock rings?
I'm saying I'll sell them.
Okay.
I'll sell whatever.
Sandstorm for 2. Going to the gym. Have a cool stream. Thank you, Sandstorm.
Good.
My cock spins for 5. 100% Grace Randolph practiced that rant to a bunch of stuffed animals that look like Jay. That's right, Jay. Stuart Halverson for 5. Laid my grandfather to rest today. Thank you all for making me laugh and forget the pain.
Sorry
I'm glad
about
you
that.
like to laugh,
Wow.
considering we read that nice super chat about your grandfather being laid to rest right after I said my cock spins. But
Yeah.
I'm sure you appreciate the joke. So, R.I.P. to Grandpa Stuart.
Yeah.
Dan Vasectomy for Dan Vasectomy, pronounce it that way, for $2.79. Who's the guy in the Whoopi Goldberg beaver costume?
Yeah. Mike.
Fantastic,
They
Mr.
weren't a
Knox for
fucking
Aussie 5.
costume.
Guardians of the
Didn't
Galaxy
get
3 had
caught
good
dead in it?
CGI, though. It's as if there's a different VFX artist group used compared to the other MCU films post. So bizarre. It looked better. There were some weird parts to it, but it looked better. And I think a lot of that had to do with the lighting and the way that they decided to use it for sure. Sketch for 5. Jay, are you actually going to keep your word about the potato? Don't pull an Odin on me, man. At least one bite with 30 seconds of chewing if you can.
That's
Yeah, eat a
oddly
potato.
specific.
Eat a potato. Yeah.
What kind of potato?
Bite that potato. All right, 30
raw
seconds, go.
potato.
A raw
Was
potato?
it raw? Was it supposed to be a raw one?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
It's fine. Christian Rocker for 5. Just want to let people know stores like GameStop are having a Thursday night release for Tears of the Kingdom. Nice. Ryan Kennel for $1.99. Anyone play Primal Rage in the arcade? 50.
Primal Rage, yes.
Primal Rage was legit.
I played it on
Primal Rage was
console.
awesome. Yeah, console.
King Red for 2. Steven Yen rumored for the Sentry in Thunderbolts. It'd be interesting to see who they have for that.
Steven Yen for the Sin. Oh.
Yeah. Marcus Henry for 5. Ripa, you remember NFL Streets? One of the funniest NFL
Yes.
games. Not the best, but one of the funniest.
That was good.
That's
Those
good.
NFL Street.
I didn't play it a lot. I played NBA Street a lot, but not the NFL or any of. Like, I know FIFA had one too.
FIFA had a street game?
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that.
I had NBA Street.
Davish for 5. Star Wars Old Republic is apparently trying to drive away hardcore raid players. They banned people from Twitch chat for asking questions. I would probably need a little more information than that, considering the only people to play Star Wars Old Republic anymore are raid players. But Tearing the Black for 5. I was the only kid with a Sega channel on the block. Comic Zone and Internal Champions CD is underrated. Mad
Comic
Monkey for
Zone.
5. What's you guys' most favorite or most anticipated game that will never come out? Most people would say Half-Life 3, but for me, it's Prey 2. That E3 trailer was insane. What was that
Most
Metroid thing that
anticipated
never
game
came
that
out?
will never come out.
Well, I mean, we don't know if Metroid Prime 4 will ever come out.
Perhaps another Metal Gear Solid game.
I've heard them.
Another SOCOM shit.
Well, they're looking. Well, they're going to remake Metal Gear Solid 3, I think.
Actually, another Metal Gear Solid game with Hideo Kojima.
I would say, since I can't say Half-Life 3 since it was already said, that's the obvious one to say. I don't want to say Titanfall 3 because I still have hope that it actually will come out. And I do think I think there's a realistic possibility we'll get a Titanfall 3 at some point in the next 3 to 5 years, maybe. I don't know. What is that Star Wars game from back in the day that was
Star Wars 1313?
13, yes.
1313 would have been
Yeah, that's
dope.
never coming out.
Yeah, that was never.
Knights Republic 3 would have been a good one too, but they scrapped that shit.
Man, after Arkham Knight, Rocksteady was rumored to be working on a Batman Beyond game, and they shelved it for the current Suicide Squad game they're working on. So
hopefully that never comes out.
Yeah.
Sketch for 2. Ryan, do you have nephews named Huey, Dewey, and Louie? Not that I'm aware of.
Is he Donald Duck? Is that the joke?
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Bro, this is a clip of fucking Donald Duck about to fucking do a certain salute from World War II.
I've seen it.
You seen that video? Yeah.
Yep.
There are a lot of old, weird
think,
old Disney cartoons.
I think Jed sent me that clip, so that tells you.
Hold on. I'm gonna look at Donald Duck Hitler.
I didn't realize that they were even talking about the Sentry being in the Thunderbolts.
There are cartoon episodes where Donald Duck makes his nephew smoke cigars.
Based, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good uncle.
Oh, what the fuck?
He forces them.
Ryan even backed up. He was like, "Oh no,
bro." There's so many fucking Donald Duck and Nazi uniforms out there.
Yeah.
Way more than I expected. Here it is. Oh my god, I can't play this shit. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Taters Vivo for 2 have 2K wins, but compared to Jay's 5K, it's not much.
What?
5K?
Have 2K wins, but compared to Jay's 5K, it's not much.
Not much.
Jay. Yeah, Jay.
Sorry to hear that.
Flayed Air Flanley.
Flayed Air Flanley.
For $1.99. Jack and Dexter series on PS2, anyone?
Jack and Dexter.
Yeah.
Dexter.
I didn't play those that much.
It was fine. I wasn't a big fan.
They're all right.
Wait, that was play. I forgot about those PlayStation games. Sly Cooper and fucking
Amy Henning that made
Jack and Dexter, and
Jay Schwalbach for $50 over on Locals.
50.
Shit. I thought this was a Critical Drinker stream. You're some sneaky bastards. Yes, I've had 7 new content alerts from RK Outpost since this stream started. Slow down, Ryan. I know you're there. Beardo, where's this cologne? Hail all.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Thank you, Jay Schwalbach. I only put out one video since the stream started. Dimi Opachi, welcome to the 199. Flayed Air Flanley.
Flayed Air Flanley.
For 199. What's y'all's opinion on Metal Gear 4 GOP? Hail 199.
GOP? Is that Metal Gear Solid 4?
Is he talking about MSG4?
Metal Gear 4, probably.
Metal Gear 4 GOP.
GOP.
GOP?
Metal Gear 4 GOP is what it says, but I don't, maybe misspelled something.
Grand Old Party?
Gun of Patriots.
Maybe.
Guns of the Patriots. Yeah, it's the title. Metal Gear 4, it's kind of a bittersweet game. It has a lot of member berries, but done tastefully. I don't like what they did with the old Snake thing. They have an option to wear a mask when Snake, like a young Snake mask. I wore that through the entire game because I don't think that was necessary. It's kind of, I don't know, demeaning to the character. But it was, in general, a good game. Not the best Metal Gear Solid, though.
Hey, Dan has allowed us to. We're going to be the first people to hear his new song. Did you know about this, Dan?
What?
Yeah, that's why he's here tonight. So this is from Dan Vast to all of you. Dan Vast's new song. That's why he's here tonight. So here we go.
Motherfucker, I have a cover of that song. You could have at least have used it.
I know, but I had to use the OG.
You got rickrolled. It's not even April 1st.
Dan rolled. We should just play the Dan from now on. I think we can make Dan rolled. I think we can make that happen. Ooh, what do you think about that, Dan? We make it a Dan rolled.
You've been Dan rolled. Wow. Not sure what my mom would think about that.
Wickedus, member for a month, says running on the CP time. I see. I don't know what that means. Scott McKenzie with 5 gift memberships. What's
How
that?
many?
It's colored people time. That's what it means.
Do you really not know what CP time is?
I would never call it colored people time. I'll just say something else.
What does that even mean? Explain it, Mike.
Basically, you're late
Yeah, like 15 minutes late for everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
This is not even a. This is not even a joke.
I wouldn't have said colored people time. I would have
Oh,
said,
yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that a lot more often now.
My mom used to
Wouldn't.
set events like 2 hours early because she knew everybody would show up late, and then
Why is
everybody
that?
would get there.
Why
on
would they
time.
show up late, Mike?
Don't worry about it, Beardo.
Oh, okay.
Why are you asking all these questions?
Brent Wolf, member for 10 months. Let's hear your war voice. 199. Thanks.
Wait.
John Yarber, 199, 199, 199. Thank you.
We gotta let
member for 8 months.
Beardo and Dan do their war voice. Go for it.
All right, do your war
That's the
voices.
war voice?
Is that what they're saying?
No, but it's late. It has to be
late.
real.
It's got to be natural.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll add
like I
it
was
to-
telling Beardo about the movie I saw.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get a war cry from Beardo in Fortnite later.
Yeah.
TJ, member for 8 months. I own both the PS5 and Xbox Series X or S. I enjoy both consoles in different ways, although I mostly play PS5. The Under Armour Gamer, member for 18 months. I think PlayStation made themselves look bad with the Xbox deal. I think.
Well, I mean, PlayStation's been looking a little salty about that whole deal, but I mean, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, you guys are just Xbox haters." I have an Xbox Series X. I have an Xbox One S. I have an Xbox
I don't hate them;
One
they're just
X.
losers.
I have a 360. I have a R2D2 360. I have all. I'm just telling you how it is, and right now, PlayStation is dominating.
They're playing
Xbox.
a different game.
They're playing a different
Microsoft
game.
Makes so much more money as a
Yes.
company than
There's that
Sony
too.
could ever fucking dream to. They play in
Yes.
different arenas.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of like with Nintendo. Even Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are all playing different games. They
Well, and
kind
the
of
fact
all
is,
are.
The thing
Microsoft.
with Microsoft's they can afford to make more stupid decisions than Sony.
Well,
I don't even know if they're making stupid decisions. I think they're still making a fucking.
Those names are
yeah,
stupid
and also
decisions.
buying all these companies means that like they're making all the money when anybody buys it on any console, which is why they have no incentive to make them exclusive because they're going to make more money releasing them on all the consoles, which is what like Samsung used to do with Apple. It used to be when you bought Apple products, you had to use a chip that was made by Samsung, so they were making money no matter what you did. Like that, it's a smart move on their part. So yeah, I think Microsoft is doing just fine.
Saint Adam, member for 4 months. Geeks and Gamers Goliath grouper fishing. I'd love to see it. There you go.
One of these days.
Jerry L, member for 2 months. Pfft, I remember playing Zork on a teletype. You're old.
I played
Jesus Davila, member for 18 months. 199. Thank you. Zalashi, member for 3 months. Don't tell Ripa, but Gordon Lightfoot died. He did, actually. Jesus Davila with a gift membership. Thank you, Jesus. John Connors, member for a month. A gem I enjoyed the hell out of was Def Jam Fight for New York. That game was far more fun than it had any right to be.
Def Jam,
Yeah,
yes.
Def Jam games are pretty
Oh,
legit.
dude.
Yeah.
That Nobody
was
Guy
awesome.
for 5. Can we get a Switch release for Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask? What the fuck, Nintendo? Let me give you my money.
Yes, please. Yes,
and
please.
I think I'm fucking caught up. I'm caught up.
Yep.
All caught up?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
So we had another great stream. Now we're going to play some video games. And I don't know what channels. We need to figure out where we're doing this at. So, Krista, where you want to stream? Krista's not here. Beardo.
Wherever, I don't mind.
If you
Can
want to
you
do it
get
on the
ki-
main channel, we can do a main channel, or we can do our personals.
So can you get Krista set up where she can stream to Kick, Geeks and Gamers, and Twitch? Can you get her set up for a dual stream?
Yeah, but yeah, we'll talk about it after we end the
Okay.
show.
All right. So I'd like to do that. I might go live for our members here from my perspective. And I'll drop some memberships right now. So we've had a great Tuesday night's main event. So I'm about to drop some memberships in the chat for all of you. So be on the lookout for that as we say our goodbyes. So it's something I think I'm going to try to do a lot more of. So after we have these really awesome streams, an opportunity to give back to all of you. So I'm about to drop some memberships. How many should I drop, chat? Should I drop 5?
50.
Or should I drop 50?
50!
I think we're going to drop 50. I think we're going to drop 50 gifted memberships in the chat.
Oh, baby.
for all of you. So, Ryan, what do we got going on besides this Fortnite stream that you're not going to be part of?
Yeah, well, in less than 12 hours, we'll be live on this channel again for Geeks and Gamers Daily. So you got that to look forward to. And then I really don't know what the fuck's going on tomorrow. I feel like all our days are running together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm traveling back to Orlando tomorrow. So we'll see. But I mean, we do have our stream tomorrow night. I want to give a big shout out to Rolo. He couldn't make it tonight. He had something come up. But shout out to Rolo. Go subscribe to Locked and Loaded Latinos. Support Rolo and Joe over there. And yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But I guess we're gonna be playing some games tomorrow. Me and Beardo want to play some Modern Warfare 2. Not the OG, but you know. And there's your 50 gifted memberships right there in the chat. 50 gifted
Holy
memberships.
shit.
There you go, peeps. That was 50 on Cobra Cast I dropped and 50 here on Geeks and Gamers. I fucking love you guys. Rippa, what do you got going on?
Shit, work. About it. Work and work out.
Shit clown work.
That's basically my life these days. Nah, I try to get videos in, a little stream here and there, but it's going to be doing stuff to get prepared for this upcoming ISOM 2 campaign is really everything that I'm doing. So it's about to ramp up, get a little crazy, and we're preparing ourselves to try to be able to handle it because it's going to be crazy next month. Yeah, other than that, that's about it. It's always good to be here, though.
Hell yeah, man.
Sophie for 2 want to jump on the bandwagon. Rippa, Kenny died. I heard they killed him.
Damn.
Rippa's like, fuck y'all. Epic Mike, what do you got going on?
Yeah. Well, you can check me out tomorrow and be streaming 12 noon Eastern on my Twitch channel. And then you can check me out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Amanda Daywalker Comedy's channel. We're doing the Day Talker podcast. Moved it to evenings because Amanda's chaotic and can't keep a fucking schedule going. But go check her out there. She just got monetized, so congratulations to her. She's been working really hard on that channel to get it going. And then let's see what else. Fuck. Thursdays we got the Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. You go check that out. Secrets of the Frost Maiden.
Geeks and Gamers Tabletop.
Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. We just had a Comics Division join as a new character. He's evil as fuck, so he's gonna fit in really good with the party because we just keep murdering people as we see fit. So yeah, go check that out. Support the channel. We're closing in on 10K, so yeah, it's gonna be a kind of a big deal once we get to 10K. I know Ruda's got some stuff up his sleeve, so yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And always go check out epicverse.com. Epicverse.tv. Yep.
Dan Vask.
Hell yeah, guys. Thank you for having me. It's always awesome. It's always a blast to hang out with you guys. And yeah, been working. The Amazing Grace video is doing great. I've been receiving emails from pastors, from people from church groups and that sort of stuff. I'm really grateful that that's doing that well, and I'm about to ruin all of that by releasing some stupid Peaches cover that Jeremy bullied me to release.
Bullied?
Yeah. But I'm gonna release it anyway. So yeah, subscribe to Dan Vask on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Good to have you here, my friend.
Thank you.
Drunk 3PO, close out your campaign in the most professional way possible, as everyone here is expecting you to do.
If you don't get it, you're going to miss out.
Achromatic Chronicles Blue is closing tonight. Tonight is your
Yeah.
final moment to experience something that could change your lives. This is something that's going to change the entire industry. Eric July himself bought 1,500 copies. Do you want to be
10.
cool like Eric July? Then go support Achromatic Chronicles Blue.
Yeah, about
Drop
10.
the blue balls in the chat. Let's get the 199s flowing with the blue balls. If you're part of the 199, if you support Geeks and Gamers, if you're not racist, you need to go back up Jay's campaign. There you go. So
yeah, it's going to
thank
be
you.
awesome. It's going to be awesome. Getting to work this week. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
but
thank
all
all of
seriousness,
you. I know
bro.
everyone here gave me like major shout outs on their channels and they didn't have to, but you know, I appreciate it. It's been a wild ride. So now it's time to get it out.
Hell yeah.
See
Hell
if we can
yeah.
do a second one. So
Yep. Good work, Jay. Proud of you, man.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you now. Fear the Beardo.
Yeah. Follow my shit.
Yes.
That was a Jay response.
There you go.
Follow me on Kick. Follow
We
me
don't know
on
what to do.
Twitch,
Yeah.
Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube, and go buy that T-shirt on 221B. Got 2 weeks
yeah.
to do it, and Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. My nerdy home.
Hey, thanks for joining, everybody. Yes, go get that 199 t-shirt at 221B Tactical.
That's right.
I'll see you guys later.
Steph.
Bye.
Go follow Steph over on Twitch. She does a great job. Follow her. She's awesome.
Oh, and subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Life.
There you go. There you go. Life, not live. Life. Krista Nova.
Yeah, I had too much soup. I have to go pee.
Okay.
And I really want bacon.
Okay. Are you going to
Bye.
host Fortnite?
CMI.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Krista. Bye, Krista.
Bye.
All right. So thank you guys so much. We will be live probably here for the members and then or have different perspectives as well. But I'll have my perspective here for the Geeks and Gamers members, the 199. Thank you guys so much for an awesome Tuesday night's main event. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. Go support Jay over on Indiegogo. Check out your 221B Tactical Geeks and Gamers 199 t-shirt. And we'll see you tomorrow for the daily show at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central for Geeks and Gamers Daily, the weekly, daily, monthly show brought to you by me and Ryan. Have a good night, everyone. And we'll see you in a bit playing some video games. Bye, everyone.